Omnia Premium Pro gives you the confidence to eliminate dead water on thousands of lakes across the U.S. Exclusively on the Omnia app, use 10 unique data layers containing critical real-time mapping information to see water temperature, water clarity, contours, lake bed hardness, and important weather data all in one place. Matched with Omnia's loyalty credit program on all your tackle and gear needs, this is the only app you need in your arsenal for success on the water.
Plenty of sunshine.
Come on, man, let's roll. What the?
To catch the fish, you need to be one with the fish.
With Power Pole shallow water anchors, you'll get the ultimate in precision, power, and control, so you can catch more fish. No face paint or phony fins necessary.
They assemble at night, each one having prepared as diligently as possible for the time given to them before the witching hour, the hour of reckoning, the time when they begin outdoor cartoon television. Stray Casts is on the air.
Good evening, glory, hallelujah to you. What the heck's your story and what's going through you? We're back. This is the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show. Give it up for yourself, Bass Galaxy. Come on. Come on. We've been on a hiatus. And now we're back. I'm your host, Pat Renwick. And tonight we have a real wing dinger whamboozle worked up for you. We're bringing your champ back, Bass Galaxy, 2x times in the 25 Elite season. Pat Schlapper coming on the show tonight. Yes. Yes, Pat Schlapper coming on. And you have a chance to join him live via the video deal here. Our producer, Andy, and Rock and Show Fantasy, they're going to put you through to ask Pat Schlapper some questions.
On the computer.
On the fancy computer. Yes. On the video computer live stream. Yes, sir. That voice over there is the one and only Derber extraordinaire. He owns a jig company, part owner. He also is a skateboarder. He's a drummer. And gosh dang, a heck of a good fisherman. He's my buddy. Oh, and he's a captain on the big lake. Ryan Popcorn Whitaker.
Thanks, Patrick Renwick.
Yes. No, my middle name is C.
Oh, it's just C?
Starts with a C.
Yes.
Yes. See you later.
Okay.
Hey, Ryan.
What's
it's
up?
good to be back, dude. I missed you.
It's nice to be here. Yeah.
And
you're all done with your fancy traveling with your fancy Bassmaster.
Big fancy stuff.
You and your Bassmaster.
You and your fancy shoes. I'll tell you. Hey, speaking of fancy, I'm pretty stoked to have this cat live in the studio. The one and only, another local Derber extraordinaire, Josh Sokol, is here in the studio. Say hello to Josh. He's sitting at the Ginger Ninja's desk over there. And
there he is.
So Josh does all the clips that we don't post for Stray Cats.
He does.
So thank
They're
you,
really
Josh.
good,
he
too.
comes, I mean, yeah, he has really good clips. We just don't post them because sometimes it makes us seem thirsty.
One of these days.
I don't know. It's just me. You be in charge and post everything.
We'll just post
Josh,
them all.
you guys post clips.
Yes.
I want them to come to the show and watch, not the clips. But anyway, you ying, I yang. And Josh, it's great to have you here, for real. And thank you for all the work you do here at Stray Cats.
Oh, thanks for the opportunity. You guys are awesome.
No, you're awesome. And the best hair in the house, by the way. Josh Sokol.
That is true.
Right there. 100%. Hey, also, as normal, on the chat board from Sweet Home Alabama, the one and only Rock and Show Fantasy. He's all part of your Rock and Show Fantasy. He's on the live chat board. He's got a big night tonight because he's getting questions to Pat Schlapper from you, the Bass Galaxy, and he's also going to send a few of you a live link to get on the show right here with Pat, as Ryan would say, on the computer.
On the computer.
On the computer.
Yeah.
May I also tell you,
You can.
another big night tonight. Of course, Tin Cup, box of fun to your door. Like and share giveaway 1. Like and share giveaway 2. A pile, a line and lure and BTS and Arma Shield product.
Keep it slick.
Yeah, exactly. Keep it wet and slick. And the next one is a Pat Schlapper mystery pack. That's right. Last time, I know he really hooked member of the Bass Galaxy up with some amazing baits from his Sabine River victory. So gosh only knows what's going to happen now.
I hope it's a mystery pack full of his mystery flipping bait.
Oh, that's what we need.
What is that thing?
He's going to talk to us about it, maybe, perhaps.
Sure.
But anyway, like and share the live Facebook feed. Your chance, 3 chances to win a prize right there. Boom chakalaka, as they would say. Right? Are you ready? Are you ready to do this? All right.
I'm ready.
Hey, first off, congratulations to Chris Johnston. 2 years in a row. Yikes. Wow. Holy cow.
2-time son of a gun.
2-time in a row. He's on Mercer tonight. I heard Chris is, and I told Chris in the bag line, him and his brother are actually 2 of the best bass fishermen in the world.
No question.
I mean, no question about it. Finding fish, executing properly, those boys are savages. So hats off to you, Chris Johnston. Amazing year, joining the likes of Roland Guido and KBD, right?
Yeah.
Two
The
times.
Dale
in a
Earnhardt
row.
of bass fishing.
And also between this time and last time, we managed to get an album out called The Song Remains the Same. And also Trey McKinney, congratulations to him on his victory at Lake St. Clair. Trey's coming on the show later this month. It's nice. Can you believe it's September already?
I can't.
That is crazy.
I'm excited, though.
crazy
Get that water
wild.
temperature down.
Hey,
Please.
I want to remind everybody, if you get a chance, go to the Bassmaster.com or the Bassmaster YouTube and check out Moultrie's Behind the Tanks. A very fun year on Moultrie, and they're bringing it back again next year. That's a little show I do for the Bassin Masters. So Moultrie's coming back again with Behind the Tanks again next year. And if you want to check out past episodes, they live on Bassmaster YouTube, as well as the deal Riding with Pat. And that's my first 2 days where I go out with the Elite Series anglers. So if you want to check that out, it's a good time riding with Pat on Bassmaster.com and Bassmaster.
Can I suggest a
YouTube.
spinoff?
Yeah.
In the tanks.
That's James Watson. Remember when we
Right.
we had him get in the tank?
He did get in a tank.
He
but
did.
I think you should be in the tank.
You know who made him do that?
You?
No, the best dang producer in this
Oh, it was
whole
Andy.
Bass Galaxy.
Yeah.
The one and only. He's red on the head like a producer should be. The one and only Andrew Ellenberger. He is here. He survived the Oasis concert.
We made it.
You made it.
Yeah.
You didn't get tore up in the mosh pit?
No, it was all right.
No, I meant the Gallagher brothers throwing things at each other. He
Oh, right.
survived that.
Yeah, we got it. They made
there's
it.
no fighting when you're making X million a show. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
A lot of circle pitting during Wonderwall.
For sure. But Andy, hey, we're back, bud.
We're back.
Yeah, and great job on the Into the Great Wide Open show with Brad and Jamie and Laker Howell.
Yeah, it was a good one.
While we were gone, Laker's really good. If you missed that one, check that out on the Straight Cast Plats. But Andy, good to have you back, and I know that your wife catches bigger fish than you, and I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. I'll allow it.
And you got the replica done by Maddie, which is awesome. What's that thing? 3D? What's it
Print
called?
3D.
Print 3D. My goodness, Meg's fish looks amazing.
Yeah, it came out really good.
I mean, wow, that's that thing Matt
Pull
Robertson
it up.
does in print. I'll show you the deal. You should put it on the screen though, but Megs wouldn't want you to do that. But no, it's, I mean, gosh dang, it's impressive. I'll show you the picture after the deal.
You know, when you give the lady in the back of the boat a Senko, that's what's going to happen. gonna catch giants.
Oh no, she pinged it.
Yeah, she
Pinged
pinged
Oh,
it.
no, Megs she's a bad man, but Jamba. She was like,
Yeah.
oh, look at there, 40-foot cast. It's a down trajectory. She scienced it. Boom, really? Lake record. I mean, close to it. Not even kidding, dude.
How big was it?
Hers was just like 6 pounds.
That's it.
Just like 6.
That's it. Just a 6-pound northern
Just a sixer.
around here in the armpit of the nation.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Megs on that. Very cool, dude. And I'm glad you did survive Oasis, Andy.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
all right. So we're going to be able to do this tonight, you think, Andy? So
Yeah, we'll knock her out.
All right. Rock and Shoal Fantasy is going to send the link to some lucky viewers. So what you have to do in the chat is say, put me in, coach. How's that? Put me in, coach, and Rock and Shoal Fantasy will use his discretion and slip in your DMs and send you the link. And also, of course, get your questions ready for Pat Schlapper that way. But if you want to be on the video, might as well. And we got some special guest stars popping up tonight, too, for that. Andy, it's good to be back. Let's play ball. Throw me the ball, coach. Put me in. Put me in, coach.
All right,
I'm ready to go. Oh, wait, there it is.
Oh, I know that sound.
I do know who that is. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, sipping on tin cup and juice with his mind on his money and his money on his mind.
What's going on?
Yes, dude. How you doing, bud? Welcome back.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. How you guys doing?
We're doing real good, man.
Doing real nice.
I mean, it's good to be back stray casting and back from the Elite Series and catching some fish too. So that's always a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Loving and a hugging and a fishing and a looking for a dang good time. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Luke, I got one of those. I got one of those slap koozies, tin cup slap koozies.
I need to send you a few more of those, Ryan, because they also make a great reel cover.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a happy accident. So I've had a bunch of them made. They got 10 cup on them, and if you keep your reel handle perfectly horizontal, it'll
Like Aaron
wrap
Martin's.
on the reel. And you got a quick and easy reel cover. It saves it from boat rash, and it's perfect. So maybe I'll give some of those away tonight. What do you think?
Let's do that. Add that in the tin cup pack. Let's give some tin cup koozies in the swag pack.
Those things will take you right back to 93.
Andy, give me a real deal
Slap
on
it
that
right
one.
on your wrist, walk around with that
If
thing
you know
all
what I
day.
mean.
That's
Andy.
right. That's right. And even though, Ryan, you haven't sent me any jigs or spinner baits, I'll
Dude.
still send you some.
Yeah,
koozies.
whatever. Ryan's a slacker.
I
He
mean,
doesn't
I'll
even.
still
He
send them
gave
to
me
you.
a hat today. I got a real nice
Really?
tightrope hat. Let me show you.
Shave my hat.
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw JP under the bus again
I
on
got
this
an
one.
awesome tightrope hat from Ryan Whitaker. That's his jig company, and Josh is part of that too. He's got a tightrope hat on too.
Strange. I don't have one of those either.
Yeah, isn't that wild, Andy?
Andy, they don't
I mean,
like
isn't
us.
it crazy?
What the hat? The hat. I just
Yeah.
got the hats.
I mean,
The hats just came in.
fresh off the press.
Happy anniversary, Andy.
Yeah, Andy, happy anniversary.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, happy
When I brought
anniversary,
the whole-
Andy.
Andy, just in case I'll show you how horrible of a host I was. That's the reason I brought the whole Megs thing in to do that. And sorry, I forgot the punchline.
It's all right.
I forgot the dang punchline.
We're learning.
Happy anniversary to you. Foley's here, so we're making it a real deal, Andy. He's got the koozies to add to the pack. Okay, let's do it. And Foles, Pat Schlapper said you not sent them, didn't send them one bottle, a tin cup. You sent him 3 bottles of tin cup.
I did.
Wow. Wow. Schlapper's going to have fun at the cabin.
I need to send him a few more and some koozies. I love that bit you guys did for Straight Cast where he was tripping over his trophies in the garage.
Wasn't that outstanding?
That was fantastic.
He's a method actor.
Occupational
He
hazard.
is.
I mean,
he is the De Niro of bass fishing.
he sure is. And if you have questions for him, Foley, you can always video back later. Of course, you know the link, and then you're always welcome. If you want to talk to Pat for a minute, just
I
text
might
Andy.
just have to do that.
Text the ninja, and you come back in. You come see us over here.
I
But, all right, we'll run it over this again real quick.
Yeah.
Like and share. All right. Tin cup, line and lure, and Pat Schlapper pack. Okay.
Nice.
And also put me in, coach, in the live chat with your chance to zoom in. It's not Zoom anymore, but video in live with Pat Schlapper and ask him anything. All right. Easy enough. Let's get to the show. Hey, Foley, if they don't know, you come on this show every week with a little deal called the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week. And when you hear that little word of the week, what you do is you you take a little sippy, and it could be a black coffee like I got here. It could be a Mountain Dew, an ice cold Coca-Cola, or Ryan, it could be a bottle of refreshing tin cup mountain whiskey like you have right there.
Could be a mystery drink.
Yes, our Josh is getting ready.
Listen.
It could be whatever you choose. But when you hear the word that Foley's going to give you, take a sip, and when you sip, please sip responsibly. All right, Foles, what's the word?
I'm torn. I think we got to say something about wins because the man won 2 elites in the same year.
He's making it. He wants to party. If you hear win, you take a sip. All right.
I'm already
What's the next one?
So
you're already
frogging because watching those frog fish get caught up there was awesome. And
it really was
up there.
All right.
So like frogging or wins? What do you think?
Wins and frogging.
River.
Yeah, duckweed, river, current seams. Yeah, all duckweed. That stuff.
Just keep drinking.
Pitching, flipping. You know what I mean?
Anything related to fishing.
And is that okay, Josh?
Oh, if I can't walk out of here, that's going to be great.
Okay. And if you need a ride, slip in Foley's DMs. He will send the Lyft or the Uber to you.
And Foley will call you in to work.
I will.
Yes, he'll call you off.
He'll call you off.
Yeah.
I'll give you a doctor's note.
Yeah. He'll call you off. That's for sure.
Josh is coming in. Just letting you know.
All right, there we go. The word of the week is wins or anything.
Duckweed.
Foley,
wins
speaking of winning. And frogging. Speaking of winning, we all win. Hey, can I get some of that fancy infomercial music? This makes me feel warm. There we go. It slices, dices, and even catches mices. The new amazing products by Impulse Lithium batteries keep you on the water all day long, right? Isn't that right, Ryan?
That's correct.
We're not skipping a beat with Impulse Lithium.
Yes, sir. And tournament rewards.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Register.
If you are a derber, register for tournament rewards. Come back at you with some extra bonus money. It's
$500 in any tournaments with 50 plus votes.
That's pretty cool. Run an Impulse, any tournament, 50 votes or more, you get the dub. You get $500 from Bill and Darlene. Not too bad. And congratulations, by the way, to Mr. Tucker Smith, Team Impulse Lithium, on his Rookie of the Year title. And today's Tucker's birthday, so give it up to Tuck today.
Happy birthday.
There it is. All right, that's awesome.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Ryan.
Yes, sir.
You know what's pretty cool? Rick Clunn always told us wind is our friend and current is the great neutralizer, right? We learned that from Rick Clunn.
Neutralizer?
The great neutralizer. Current is the great neutralizer. You can catch fish any season in current because fish will go to that for feeding, correct? For the feed bag. But anyway, check this out. The Omnia Premium Pro Amp. It's amperage. No, the Omnia Premium Pro app. Bud, wind direction, currents, all that good stuff that will help you put fish in the boat, especially the wind stuff. Look at your favorite lake. You can see which banks have had the wind blowing on it for days. Get those baits where you know the fish have been feeding and will continue to feed. Use it to your advantage. Just one of the examples of the Omnia Premium Pro app. Download the deal today. Plus Omnia Premium Pro bonus bucks, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Omnia Premium Pro. Ryan, I saw you messing around with Clay Guida.
Yeah.
He was wrestling with you. He wrestled you.
No.
He wrestled you, and when he wrestled you, you happened to have a Mad Science Print Lab shirt on. I liked that. I like that about you.
Yeah. Really, really cool, too. Like 20 color screen print. Pretty impossible to do. But yeah, Mad Science Print Lab, they are the place to go. Small businesses, big businesses, whatever. They are your stop for screen printing, DTF transfers, embroidering, whatever you need printed or embroidered, they got you. You focus on your business, they'll focus on your merch.
I like it. Right there. DTF printing.
Yes, Mad Science Printing.
I am always DTF for printing, just like Josh Sokol.
Yes.
Just like Josh Sokol right there. And again, hey, congratulations to the Christies on their win on the South Shore Bass Open. That happened since we saw you last.
We haven't been here since
No,
then.
we have not. And the Christies are coming on, I think, on the Trey McKinney show.
Nice.
Which is a couple shows from now.
Okay.
They'll be coming out. So that should be fun.
Yeah, congrats to those guys. That was
Awesome.
awesome.
A Western one.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Western.
It's gonna be a Western one, that's for sure. Okay, I think we're there, right?
I think we're there.
Did we cover it all?
I think we got it.
We did. Okay, we got 3 like and share prizes.
Yep.
Like and share the live Facebook feed, 10 cup, line and lure, and a Pat Schlapper pack, plus your chance to be on the show live with Pat Schlapper. Flip in the chat board. Say, put me in, coach. Hey, if you don't want to do that, just ask questions right there in the chat and get them right to Patty. Don't go anywhere. Put those power poles down when we get back. It's 2-time Bassmaster Elite champion, Mr. Pat Schlapper from West. See you in a minute. Whoop, whoop. Put your hands together, Bass Galaxy. It's not often that an angler wins 2 old blues in one season. This guy did it. This guy did it right here. Bass Galaxy, we bring to you Super Phenom, the one and only, live from West Wisconsin. Give it up for Pat Schlapper. Yes. What's up, Patty?
Oh, not much. Another busy day in the life of me. So pretty exciting.
Hey, buddy, these are like that one Bryan Adams song goes, I know you're a songbird. These are the best days of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's been pretty good, pretty hectic the last few weeks. So yeah, it's calming down a bit now, but yeah, it still it still really hasn't set in that I actually won 2 of them this year. So it'll be nice when the dust really settles and I can kind of chill out for a bit and enjoy what's happened.
Yeah, dude.
What's that gonna look like? What's chilling out gonna look like?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be sitting on a beach in Mexico here, and well, that's probably that's in December, but we go on at least one tropical vacation every year, so something we always look forward to. That's really the only week of the year, honestly, where I clear my mind of everything and just literally sit on the beach, snorkel, swim, drink a few beer, eat different delicious foods, and just really unwind for the week. So I always look forward to that.
Heck yeah, like a bass and rock star. I like it. Embrace it, Pat. Embrace it.
Oh, I'm embracing it for sure. I mean, it's just kind of part of the it's part of the process you go through, and and I really didn't know about the chaos until I won on the Sabine. And then you kind of see what happens. And this one, honestly, hasn't been as hectic as the first time, as far as like phone calls and interviews. And I mean, there's been a good amount of that, but nothing like the Sabine. So I don't know why for sure, but I've still been busy, but not as busy as when that first one happened.
Well, it's coming. I know it's definitely coming. What? So has this second victory, has it changed your life? I mean, I mean, I know you're busier, but Have these victories changed your life?
No, not really. I mean, I don't know if you're talking financially or sponsor wise. I mean, like financially, no. I mean, like it helps obviously to get a pretty good chunk of money. It's just, it'll maybe speed things up for me on the back end. But like, I've had several of the elite guys be like, well, what did you spend all that money on? It's like, well, I maxed out my Roth IRA right away, and then I put the rest in a high yield savings account. So if that's exciting for you, then like I don't.
Real Wisconsin guy there.
Oh, I'm old, dude. I'm 43 years old. Like, it'd be different maybe if I was 25 and like didn't have a 20-year career that I had and made a lot of smart financial decisions. It's awesome. I love it, but it's not like I had a bunch of debt I needed to pay off, or I went out and bought a couple new motorbikes or something. Like I didn't do anything like that. Like
500 cases of spotted cow.
Yeah, he already stocked
yeah,
up.
I mean, yeah, like I'm gonna, like this trip in Mexico, I'm gonna do a few nicer things there than I usually would. Like a lot of people that have supported me are gonna be there, so like I'm take them out to dinner one night and do some stuff like that. But and I've made some donations to some places that I like to donate to. And awesome. But as far as like changing my life, like it certainly hasn't changed anything sponsorship wise yet, which I'm a little bit surprised, but and that could still happen. It's right now is kind of the time when all that stuff kind of happens, but I haven't been bombarded with like,
well, you're certainly more valuable. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I think I have some more ammo now where, I've got some things that I, making the classic 5 times and winning 2 events. It's like, you'd think that would, help. I don't think it's going to hurt things, but it's not like I've had like people beating the door down, throwing checks at me at all. And I think that's a misconception with what we do is like, oh, you're winning now, you're going to get all this extra money. And I haven't seen that yet. So I hope.
Do you think you have to ask for it, Pat? Do you have to ask for it?
Oh, I ask for it. I mean, okay. I could, I'm a salesman. I could sell a jig head minnow to Randy Blockett, but you gotta like, I mean, I ask, but part of sales is you got to be prepared to get turned down and have a way to get back into it. So yeah, I ask all the time. I always ask. Like I said, I've been selling worms. And
I didn't know. Here's an opportunity. What's the dream sponsor? Call it out there right now.
Quick Trip.
Send it to him.
Yeah.
Quick Trip. I've been trying to do Quick Trip forever. I've got a lot of strong Midwest partners, and I travel the country going to gas stations. And I'm going to tell you right now, nothing holds a candle to Quick Trip. Just it doesn't. I mean, Buc-ee's is cool. Agree. There's a couple other decent ones, but as far as pulling up with a boat and a truck, being able to have enough room to get gas in both of them, 99% of the time the pumps print a receipt. You don't have to go in and get it. You go in, the bathrooms are always clean. The people are always friendly. They have delicious snacks. It's the best gas station there is, period.
Those little turkey sandwiches are killer for the boat. You just get like 5 of them.
It's the ultimate. There you go.
Got Pat Schlapper
for a Quick Trip.
Yeah,
the Clinton Street one in La Crosse is my favorite, by the way.
La Crosse has got one like Eau Claire, like every 2 blocks. So we're super, super blessed to have that. And I always get excited when I'm coming back north when I see the first sign for a Quick Trip. I'm like, okay, we're getting close to home.
Buc-ee's don't cut it. Because Buc-ee's don't cut it.
It's all hype. It's big. It's just
chaos. I like Buc-ee's, but it's different. It's more like an amusement park.
Yeah.
Where it's like
people take pictures with beavers.
Yeah, and they got like it's a Quick Trip is like it's easy to get in and out of there. Where Buc-ee's, it's like you gotta go in and it is good. I do like Buc-ee's, but it's just not it's not the same as it's not the same as a Quick Trip. Quick Trip is just they're and they got Quick Trip's got that waffle breakfast sandwich that
loves Quick Trip. You
dude,
really love Quick Trip.
I'm
passionate about it.
I could give you a list of top everything at Quick Trip because I'm there minimum 3 days a week. So that would be the dream sponsor. Culver's is on the list too because I have a deep passion for Culver's. But I'd say Quick Trip would be number one, and they'd fit in on my color scheme on my boat and truck. It's just
it's perfect fit.
It would be seamless. It'd be seamless.
Let's get this clip to Quick Trip 100%.
It makes a Wawa look like a micro mobile.
Yeah, and Bucky's is just soft compared to Quick Trip. You know what I mean? Yeah. But hey, you hit it on the head earlier when you said you're an older, wiser Pat Schlapper, because maybe you might have blew some money in the past. Like, remember when Jordan won his first
91?
Yeah, his first
90?
classic. I don't
Jordan. Wait. Talking about Michael Jordan or
no Jordan Lee?
Oh yeah, he bought a pillow.
Yeah, and a bunch of Copenhagen.
Sure.
Yeah, remember that's why he got a nice pillow, a mattress, and some Copenhagen.
I think it was a My Pillow.
It was a Supakawa
Something
pillow
like that.
or something like that. But anyway, good job, Pat. I'm glad you're responsible with your earnings. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to be. I mean, like you said, my wife and I, we don't have kids. She's got a good job. I had a good job. We're smart with money. Like we prioritize, putting away money. We do. We're fortunate now that we're at the point where we can kind of do whatever we want because we've been like that for so long, and we go do stuff. I mean, we buy stuff, but it's not like, we're not buying stuff and going in debt doing it. Like we plan for it, and that's just
a responsible bass fisherman. This is a first, so embrace this. Not many responsible bass fishermen out there, Pat,
yeah.
So.
Probably wouldn't have been like that if I would have tried to do it when I was 20 or 22, 23. Then it would have been a different story. But now I like where I'm at and being able to do what we get to do. So
heck yeah,
try to be smart about it.
Just a few short months ago, you were on this show and you told us you tasted blood and you wanted to win again. You were fishing for wins now. That changed you a little. Now you're fishing for the win. You accomplished that, and you also accomplished making another Bassmaster Classic. It's very animalistic, this sport of bass fishing. Corey Johnston even said it. Once you taste blood, once you taste the victory, it's a thrill you want over and over. Are you satisfied yet, Pat Schlapper?
No, I'm just getting started now. I mean,
nice.
He's 100% right. I think you get, I did it for 4 years. Well, my 5th year. This year's the first time I've won. I've been really, really close, and people are like, "Well, that's good. You can do it." And like you were so close, but it's nowhere near the feeling of when you win. Like making the cut on like the Saturday cut. Yeah, that's cool. Love it. Want to do it every time. But like there was a time in my path and the Elite Series where like I was just almost fishing to make the cut. You know what I mean? To make the Saturday cut.
Safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's part of kind of developing into someone that is consistently in the winner's circle. I think that's just a phase you kind of go through because your first couple of years, you really can't afford to do anything dumb because you'll only make it 2 years and you'll get cut. So I think that's a natural part of it. But now it's like, I'm not scared of getting cut from the Elite Series. I don't feel like I'm going to prioritize like making the Classic as much as I am going to prioritize trying to win tournaments, because that's why I've won the last couple, is because I haven't thought about making the Classic. It's like, I want to make it, but I've already made 4 of them. I've sucked in all of them. Nothing's happened. I mean, maybe it helps a little bit with sponsors, but like you want to be there to have a chance to win it. But I'd much rather win a tournament every year than make the Classic. You know what I mean? It just means way more.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a home run hitter.
Yeah, I mean, really, you are Babe Ruth in it. You're pointing at center field wall, and going for it. And I mean, it was evident what you did. We'll get into the tournament stuff with Josh and Ryan here in a moment, but I mean, it was evident what you did at that lacrosse event. Every step was to win. Every step. No safety net. Every step was to win. Even the lock through on the last day, bro. I mean, you are a badass. All right. I'm letting you know. You're a badass bass fisherman. It's hard to make those kind of decisions and not stay safe and warm and snuggly. You know what I mean? A lot of guys might be like, okay, I'm in the top 10. I'm close here. Let the chips fall where they may. You're like, nope, I'm stepping on your throat. And it worked. It worked.
Yeah, it did. I mean, I took a lot of gambles in the Sabine River event, and I took a lot in the lacrosse event. The lacrosse event was a bit more calculated because I'm very familiar with it and the locks and all that stuff and just the time it takes to get places. But, that last day, I took some big risks that day. And, I mean, it went, obviously it worked out, but it very easily could have went the other way. So, you're right. Like a more conservative Pat Schlapper would have locked through at 12:10 when everybody else did, instead of turning around and heading back out into the lake for another hour and a half. That's a bold move, especially when you got 16.5 pounds in the live well.
Correct.
On the last day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I knew I
You're a
needed one
BA
more
Baracus.
bite. Yeah, but I said it. I mean, I was like, I don't know if I'll ever be in this position again, and I don't want to look back and regret it because I know I can get another good bite. And I did. I didn't get another bite up there. I ended up locking back down and getting my last two big ones in pool 8. But I feel like I played them locks really well, and it helped that them guys were just freaking awesome. I mean, they were just so awesome at the lock this week or that week. That definitely helped to give me confidence in that I was going to get back through, but still a freaking risk, man. You hear all the stories about people getting locked out. So, yeah, definitely gambles were made, but gambles paid off that week.
Had you made mistakes in the past, or not necessarily mistakes, but had you played it more safe in the past and learned from it, and is that what led up to you kind of going for the home run here on that last day? Because that's risky, and it doesn't seem like something a lot of people would do unless they had made.
He's got plums, buddy, giant plums.
I mean, I fished a ton of tournaments on the river, and I personally, knock on wood, have never been locked out. But I've been friends with a lot of people that have. And, it's always scary regardless of what the app says with the ship traffic or the Lockmaster says, because you just never know what's going to happen. I mean, those locks malfunction all the time and the doors won't open. They can't fill them. So it's there's so many factors, but I paid really close attention all week to the barge traffic and listened when the you'd lock through in the morning, and they would tell us all hey, there's one coming up that'll probably be here about 12 o'clock, so make sure you're here by this time. They do. It's not like they were just telling me that. They were telling all of us. That's their job to kind of do that.
Right.
So I listened to that, and I kind of knew based on the ship position where they were in the river to when I had to be at the lock. That kind of came with experience of knowing when they get to this point, I better get down there.
Right, because that's all up to the Lockmaster, right? I mean, because a lot of times, it depends on who it is. They might hold you because they say that we got a barge coming, or it depends on what guy's operating, right? I mean, they kind of make it up.
So I dug into that a bit, because I locked so many times, and these guys were just, I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff when we were locking, but the guy said, so how it works is if the vessel that wants to lock radios in and requests a lock at, say, 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So say they request a lock at 1 o'clock, but they're still 40 minutes away. Say one of us approaches and wants to lock. The Lockmaster has to radio the vessel that wanted the lock at 1 o'clock and ask if it's okay for us to lock through.
Oh, wow.
So it's completely up to the vessel that radioed into lock. Now, this was from one of the guys working the lock. So I thought that was interesting. So he said a lot of times they'll say, yeah, go ahead, because it'll only take, we're not there yet. But he said sometimes and this is important to people that fish down there. He said if there was some bass boats that went driving by too close or, basically pissed them off, then they have the power to be like, no, they're not going through till we go through.
That's horrible.
So that's where you get into problems. And I didn't know that before. Like I said, most of the time when I locked through, on pool 4, 5, 5A, all the places I lock a lot more, they kind of throw you the ropes and like you sit there and wait and there's not much conversation, where these guys were just like awesome. I don't know. They were cool. They
knew you were there to win, Pat Schlapper. That's why.
They did. Yeah, they knew I was there.
They knew you were there to win.
I mean, I was the local, but I wasn't not really local. You know what I mean? But, yeah, the commercial traffic, that's what takes precedence. So they can not let you through. And that's the stories that you hear is like, well, I got there 3 hours early and there was going to, yeah, it happens all the time. So this week just happened to work out that one of the locks up above was getting some work done on it. So the traffic was just really low. So the odds of that ever happening again are astronomical. To be able to lock through clean 4 days in a row, that's unheard of down there.
And what was that? What was that lockage? Like 30 minutes, 20 minutes?
Not even. No.
Really?
I mean, dude, a couple mornings we would pull up in the morning and they'd already have the gate open and you would drive in. And then there was 2 times. Well, the last day when I decided to go back up and then I turned around to come back down, I was, because the lock master was, between 1:30 and 2. So about 1:30, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was 1:30. I'm like, all right, I'm going. Well, I was like, I think Corey and KJ were still up there, but most of the people had left. Like I run down there and I shut down. I looked at my camera guy and I'm like, well, if we get through fast, I'm running all the way to the bottom of pool 8 because, I got one spot that I've been getting like one nice one every day and I need one more nice one. But I said, if it gets to be like a little after like 2:15, I don't think I can do it because it's going to take me 25 minutes to get there, 25 minutes to get back. I was like, I don't want to risk it. Well, I turned the corner and shut down at the long wall and the dude was opening the door. And I was like, holy cow.
Let's go.
Yeah.
There it is.
I looked at my camera guy and I'm like, dude, this is my week. Like that doesn't
Who was your guy? Who was your camera guy?
Trey, I think his name was, what was his name? I think it was Trey something. I've had him before. I think it's Trey.
Or Brandon?
No, it was, I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay. They're all cool. All those camera guys.
Yeah, whatever.
Awesome.
But I looked at him, I'm like, dude, this is unreal. And then I pulled into the lock and the dude who gave us the breakfast sandwiches in the morning comes down. He's like, yep, I was watching on live and I seen you running across the lake. So I just filled it up quick. I'm like, holy crap. Like,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That
so I got right
awesome
through.
there.
I got right through and just, 10 minutes. And I got out of the lock and it was like 1:50 and I'm like, we're freaking going. And I ran all the way down there and got there in like, 20, 25 minutes, and caught a bit, the 2 fish that sealed it. I mean, a 3 1/4 and almost a 4 1/2, like in like.
And came together.
Yeah.
Right
and that was it. So just stuff worked out that week. It was.
And you hear that a lot when guys win tournaments, when things like this happen, it's meant to be.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Hey, I want to remind everybody, you have a chance. If you want to join us live and ask Pat Schlapper almost anything, you can do so. Put me in, coach, and get with Rock and Shoal Fantasy on the chat board. If you're shy and you don't want a video in, you could simply ask your questions right there on the chat board. Pat, it's an odd time in bass fishing right now. Sometimes it seems that the world of bass fishing is divided. Many consider your 2 victories this year important for the sport of bass fishing and where it's at right now. And let me clarify, by that, I mean you have 2 victories with what many are calling old school bass tactics, right? Sabine River and then the Mississippi here. Old school tactics. frogging, buzz baits, flipping, pitching, drop shot, all this stuff. You know
Old
what I mean?
school, like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the deal.
That old school.
Now, Pat Schlapper is well versed and practiced at the art of the forward-facing sonar as well. I've been in the boat with the guy. He's a magician. He's almost a wizard with it.
I've been killed in some tournaments.
And yes, he has beaten your ass with it, Ryan, many times. But I mean, you are a versatile fisherman. It is no new shocking news, although I saw every post had to repost bass news. But I mean, there's a change in the world of Bassmaster, and it's kind of like a 50-50 deal, right? So half and half live scope, half not live scope, right, Pat Schlapper?
Yeah, that's what they came up with. You know, it is what it is. That's not what I would have preferred. I just feel like, you know, it's 2025. We should be able to fish how we want to fish. I think it was proven this year that, I mean, you can win without using it. I mean, I did it. You know, there's several other people that did it.
Were won without forward facing, correct?
Yeah, but it's just one of those things that I think, you know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and, you know, there's a handful of elite guys that just would not let it go. And, you know, whatever, it is what it is. I fished without it. I'm old, so I fished without it a lot longer than I fished with it. And I honestly, like, I'm the type of person it would probably benefit more because I have a lot of experience fishing without it, whether it's offshore, I mean, just a lot of different ways. But I just don't like rules being put on us for how we can fish based on people that just think they're more important than some of the other ones. I just don't like that. I mean, I just don't. I don't agree with it. But at the same time, if it stops them guys from whining and crying, I don't care. Tell me where I need to be, what I can have on the boat, when to be there. I'm just very happy to be doing what I'm doing. You know, a lot of these guys take it for granted, and like,
Thank you.
And I think some of them just haven't maybe had another job or anything, or had a real life job where that is, I mean, we're freaking lucky to get to do what we do. It's hard work. It's really hard work. It's hard being away. It is. It's hard. The business side of it isn't always easy, but like, I'm one of, I would say, you know, 150 between us, 160 between the elites and the Bass Pro Tour, which to me are the only true, you know, pro circuits where you have to prove who you are to get there, not just write a check and you're a pro. Like, I'm one of 160 people that I feel are real, true, top level pros. So
You are. You indeed are.
I mean, we're fortunate to do it, and I'm thankful to do it. So if that's what Bass thinks is right, and we're going to try it, and like I said, if it kind of maybe quiets things down and with some of the anglers, and then fine, whatever, that's fine.
You got to give them their binky.
I respect the decision. Let's see how it pans out. You know what I mean? Is it going to affect you as an angler, Pat Schlapper? Is it going to affect you personally? You're angling.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it will change some, like, depending upon the lakes that, like, say you go to Champlain, it's going to be really hard to unknow what I know about what happens there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So what's going to happen on Champlain, you know, if, let's say that doesn't happen, we don't have it there. Well, there's going to be a lot of people fighting over largemouth. It's going to change the whole dynamic of the tournament.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Can I catch smallmouth without it? Yeah. I mean, I've won, I don't know how many tournaments I've won without it from I was the age of 13 to, you know, 35. I mean, I've won a lot of smallmouth tournaments without it. Like, I'm fine doing it, but when you know what happens, it's hard to not know that and have every local JJ out there fishing around you, catching them while you're just bumbling around like a turd. So, it's just going to change.
Go ahead.
It's just going to change, you're going to have to modify how you practice and change your mindset and try to forget about some things that you know.
Okay, so basically what I heard from you is you are a veteran of the sport. It's not going to necessarily affect you because you know things already. All right. I don't know if that's how I heard it. With that being said, do you think that this no forward facing rule will affect the rookies and some of the guys that did qualify for the elites, obviously with the forward facing?
No,
Will it affect
because
them?
here's the thing. Yes, they're good with it. They're really good with it. But Trey McKinney's really good without it too. And all these other guys are too. And if they're not, they're the guys out there putting in the time. I mean, I pre-practice as much as I can just because I like to fish. And in a lot of these places I haven't been to. Well, I don't see a lot of the guys complaining about these rules out pre-practicing. It's the rookies and the guys that are hungry to be better. So if they take it away, they're going to go. I mean, Tyler Williams is going to catch
all
them
they
flipping
do is
the
fish.
Yeah, they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure out how to fish a brush pile without it, like I've done for 30 years. They're gonna figure all that stuff out. So I don't think it'll change the AOI standings a lot. No, it could. It could a little, but it's I think the guys that are truly good they're gonna shine. I mean, they're gonna go work hard like they have, and they're still gonna catch them.
Yeah, they'll figure it out anyway. They got to figure it out. But that's what I was going to ask. Is there going to be any change to the opens at all, or are they wide open live scope all through the opens?
Well, so when we were first talking about it, I know like we kind of all agreed that it needs to trickle down. Like whatever it is for us, it better be for the opens and the high school and the college and all of this stuff too, because that's what it should be. So I in that email we got, it didn't say anything about that. So if that didn't happen, I think there'll probably be, a lot of more people upset about it, but whatever, who knows? I mean, I think it's going to have some growing pains this year too, because mark my word, as soon as they do this weird ass coin flip they're talking about, there's going to be a lot of people complaining about that too. Well, they fixed the coin flip, so this or that. We should have flipped it the other way.
From the carnival bearded woman.
Yeah, it's going to be something like that. I mean, I guarantee you.
I love that you don't care. I love that you don't give a F. I like that about you.
Well, I do, but like, I mean,
what are you gonna do?
I'm not going to be scared to give my opinion, what I think. Like, it's just true. It's just true. I mean, it's, I don't know. It's sometimes I wonder if I'm in 5th grade or if I'm fishing with adults. It's just hard to digest sometimes.
Well, I mean, the bottom line is the rule is going to be the same for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Still it's an 8-9 hour tournament. You got to go out there and catch them with whatever everybody else is allowed to use the same thing. So
Pat, you can't see it right now, but Ryan and Josh can see my grandpa Paul over there next to Aaron Martin's picture. And he would always say, it all comes out in the wash. It all comes out in the wash. So
it will.
Let's see what happens next year. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But I want to talk a little more about this tournament victory, this amazing victory at the Mississippi River, and I'm going to turn it over here to Josh and Popcorn to get a little Derby update. But let me tell you this: one of the coolest things I have ever seen at a Bassmaster event, on television or in person, was you bringing that trophy to the crowd, bud. I mean, that was some rock star stuff right there. And I mean, I really wish they would have had like a mosh pit and they just would have carried you up, Pat. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like rose up Pat Schlapper and he's holding the trophy. I mean, that would have been amazing, but a liability as well. But I mean, it was amazing that you brought it to the crowd, dude. So cool, Pat. So cool.
Yeah, that was something I'd thought about. And, of course, Mercer kind of builds it up and, builds it up to what it was. But I mean, I wanted to share that with all the people that came. I mean, you were there, so you know how loud it got when they would start announcing my name. It would just like, it was crazy how loud it was compared to everybody else. You know, Bob and Caleb and Jay had very large, because the same people were cheering for them too. But like when I got up there, it was like another level. So I knew like if I had one, I'm bringing it out there, and I brought it out to my friends and family, and then I handed it to my best friend who I fished the river with all the time. I handed it to him because, you know, I felt like we had won it together, even though I haven't been able to talk to him for about a year, just all our history.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've won every tournament we've ever fished on the river. We've won together, which is only like 4 or 5, but we just, you know, the whole week I would think in my head, like, okay, what would Mike be looking for here? Like, I just would think that because I just fish, like I can almost be in his head without talking to him. So it was pretty cool to bring it out there to my friend's family and hand it to Mike and see his emotion. And it was really neat. I mean, I'll probably never, I could do it again maybe, but like in that scenario, it was so special.
It was awesome. And congratulations again to Brittany and your whole family, your mom and pops and everybody. And I mean, dude, just so cool, bro. So cool, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yep, it was
and
neat.
your dad's awesome, by the way. Shout out to your pops. He's cool AF. I like that, dude.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He loves it. He likes being around it. And he's a phenomenal fisherman too. I mean, him and I have won, I don't even know how many tournaments together. It's a freaking lot. So
can your dad use the pinger? Is he a screen ager?
I mean, he can. He's not. I mean, he can, but he likes fishing shallow and fishing weed lines, and he can do it for sure. But I wouldn't say it's his favorite thing, but he's got a good setup. I just got some new batteries and a new wiring harness in his boat, and he's set up. He actually got his hip replaced not that long ago, so he hasn't been able to fish much. But yeah, he can do it for sure.
Well, now that he's got that $6 million hip, he's going to be able to set the hook slack line in like Gerald Swindle, even harder. You know what I mean?
I don't know if he'll set the hook like Swindle. He'll probably blow the other hip out, but I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's won a lot of tournaments without me too, and the old circuit I used to fish in, he holds a bunch of records there for biggest fish and biggest bag, and like he's got a lot of. He can catch them too.
Boys again. It's them slapper boys. I ain't even gonna enter this thing. Them slappers is here again.
Hey, let's talk about this Mississippi River event. Ryan and Josh, I'm gonna hand it over to you boys because these boys are the real Durbers. I just talk about Durbin and go fishing at 10 a.m. You know me.
Before we dig into the tournament, Josh, you wanna hit him with his stats numbers?
Oh, definitely.
Real quick.
This is Josh Sokol, Pat Schlapper.
I took a week off of probing Ronnie Moore, and I let Josh probe him.
Oh, sounds fun.
So he enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, Josh?
Oh yeah, I think I did a great job of that.
You did. I agree. Pull that mic a little closer to your mouth.
Let's hear you, Josh.
There you go.
All right, so you've got 59 derb wins, or 59 derbs, not derb.
Gosh, we wish you had 59 wins.
Working on it, yeah. But you got 4 wins out of those 59, which is still very impressive.
We'll take that.
2 Elite Series wins, a divisional and a national. So
that's
across
Patty.
the board,
Yeah.
You've got 8 top 10s, 25 top 30s. You've weighed in, let's see here, 2,196 pounds of bass, and you've won $607,682, which is far more than my dad.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Wait, it's far more than what?
You stepped all over that.
I'm sorry. I want to hear the numbers again. Do it again. So I'm sorry.
It's far more than his dad makes a year.
Oh, geez.
So you've got 2,196 pounds of bass, and it equates to $607,682. Can you take a guess what kind of money you're making per pound of bass that you're catching?
Without your calculator.
Oh, probably like a couple $100 or something. I don't know.
You're right there. You're
Wow.
making $276 per pound of bass.
$276. That's not bad. So
Yeah,
that 4-pounder was $1,000 fish.
Yeah.
It was more than that.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, 10 times, 10-fold. I mean, 100-fold. Jeez.
Right, but on your path now, every time you catch a 4, just think about that.
Be like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I'm going to put it in my Roth IRA. Brittany and I are going to save with this one. Boom.
I can't
both flopping a
can't
5.
I can't put any more in it this year. Put in the maximum amount. So I guess we could
Maxed
plan
out
for
the
next
raw.
year.
That's a
Yep.
true passing man.
I like that. I like that 25 top 30s. That's in 59 dirt. That's great. I like that
Amazing.
stat. You know what? I got to hit you with another stat just off the top of my head. From when we started to, I mean, I saw you at state championships and stuff back in the day, but you had this in 2019, Chippewa Flowage, you won the state championship, and then just went on an absolute tear. I'm sure we talked about it years ago, but I got to bring it up again because it's one of my
Please
favorite.
do.
It's one of my favorite little. Not. It was probably all within 12 months, right? So, fall of 2019, Chippewa Flowage, right? State championship, and then you go on this like clean sweep, like that you qualified for the divisional, won that, you qualified for nationals, won that, and then that same year 2020 you also double qualified through the opens for the elite series. So you get the elite berth through the nationals, classic berth, and then qualify for the elites through the opens just for the heck of it. And that was, I mean, that's one of the most dominant years I've seen, like definitely the most dominant year from our region around here. And I got to kind of watch it start when I was drinking beers next to the stage, watching you get a trophy at state. So
That's awesome.
it was, it was pretty awesome, man. But my real question is, how'd you catch him at the chip? Because that was a tough bite. Real quick.
I mean, the chip is.
It's been
I have-
bothering me for 6 years,
6
Ryan.
years I've been thinking about it. Yeah.
I mean, I have a pretty intimate knowledge of that place. Like I have a lot of experience up there. In that tournament, I know I caught some in the milfoil.
Okay.
And because that was was that a 2-day tournament or 3? 2.
Like it was a 2-day tournament. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first day I had all largemouth. Or no, I did catch one nice smallmouth, but the bulk were largemouth. And then the second day I fished largemouth or smallmouth, and I think I had one largemouth and 4 smallmouth that I caught just on isolated rock.
So two totally different things going on.
Yeah, that's the thing with up there is it's like you kind of got to have that in a multi-day tournament because the grass fish up there just it's not like it used to be. And I haven't fished it for a few years, so I don't know. I mean, the weights have been pretty good up there, but I don't know where the populations of fish are anymore. But back then, I can remember a lot of them fish I caught were, in the milfoil and then, smallmouth on rock. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I wasn't doing
Yeah, he ain't giving you nothing. He ain't giving you nothing. Smallmouth on largemouth on milfoil, smallmouth on rock.
I didn't know that.
Well, the thing is there's not a lot of milfoil in there. Like
you got 10-foot deep, topped out milfoil in that lake. It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, there is, but there's not a lot of it. There's only a handful of areas that got it. And like I had a couple of areas in my back pocket in that event that hadn't been exposed yet. That's what kind of carried me through.
Yeah. Matt Steffen didn't show everybody yet.
Well, that was way after Matt Steffen's prime. He was he was fishing it when I first started fishing it. God, I don't even know the years. He was the one to beat up there.
Yep.
And we fished against. I'm friends with him too, but he would show up, and then he won the first couple. Well, then towards the tail end of it, we started beating him most of the time. But he beat us a fair amount up there too. So,
he was killing
but
it.
he was the man to beat for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, that was just a selfish thing.
You got it though. You got you didn't get anything. You should know a Derber's not going to give it up, bro.
Into it. Yep. Well, it's the milfoil. Come on. And then it probably got cloudy. But okay, on to lacrosse here. I just want to give you a quick recap, and then we'll get in the weeds. No pun intended. Day 1, 18-8. Day 2, 15-4. Day 3, 14-2, and then day 4, just dropping a 18-7 bag on them after the cold front. So I just want to hit the key points that again, selfishly, I want to know. We know you've been there you've been there a lot of times, been fishing there for a lot of years, and you still practiced every pool. I don't think that would be a common thing for someone that's been to a place a lot to check every pool in practice with limited practice. What did you? It sounded like you kind of saw right away what you needed to see going to each pool, with the bottom end getting muddy, and then just jumping up to the top. You said you found a grass flat with the school of fish on a shallow grass flat, and you said it took several hours to find this one patch. What is it? Is that past experience, knowing that you can find the needle in the haystack of these fish moving around? Too. Or is it just, I know there's a group of fish here, I'm going to pound it until I find them, and that could be the way to win?
I mean, that's grass fishing in general. Like, unless there's like a hard edge and you can graph it and look for fish or structure, like on those real shallow flats down there, there's schools of fish on all of them. But the problem is they're really hard to find, and like you can't graph it. Like you literally have to fish.
It's like 2 feet, like 2 foot deep, something like that.
It's 2 to 3 foot deep, 3.5 maybe at the most. In the areas I was fishing, there are some deeper stuff too, but I just knew from past experience that there was that bite down there, and I knew no one else would try to find it because, well, KJ kind of found some of it. He was the only one I was worried about because I seen him kind of out in some of the areas, but I knew it would have a lot less chance of someone finding it because even me with experience down there, I mean, I went like the first day I was on pool 7, I went for like 4 hours looking for it and I didn't find it. And then I had to go check everything else. And honestly, that first day I went to 7, I didn't find a whole lot. I found one area I thought was going to be really good, and then a couple other little things. But I kind of gave up on the grass flat thing. And then day 2, I went to pool 8 and caught fish, but the size was just not as good. I found one group of fish, and then the grass area where I ended up catching some nice ones throughout the tournament. And then day 3, I went to pool 9, and this was the most critical decision of the whole week. Was I went, like, I'm good buddies with Justin Atkins, and he's like, dude, don't go to pool 9. You're getting nicer ones on pool 7. Don't get spread too thin. But I'm like, I'm going down there. And so I went down there. I was the first one at the ramp, and I ran to the first area and didn't get bit. And then I was running to the second area, and I think it's the Iowa River, was just dumping straight mud, and there was giant trees floating all over the place. And I basically ran through one of the other areas. It was completely mud. And I just turned around, ran back up, put the boat on the trailer, and went back up to pool 7. So I only wasted about an hour and a half on pool 9. And then the day 3 of practice was when I found the 2 schools of fish on pool 7 that I ended up winning with. Because I went back on the grass flat, and I just kept going and going and going and going and going. And the first time I stopped there, the first day, I had one fish bump a swim jig in this little area, and I saw some shad kind of flicker. And so I fished the one part of it, and I'm like, I'm going to go back to that area and go the opposite way. So I went back there and started going the opposite way and threw my worm out there, or it was a surface worm, and I had 2 fish on one cast. Nice. And I'm like, okay, that's a sign. And then I threw my non-hooked surface worm up there, and I had another one come up on it. And then about 50 yards up ahead of me, they came up schooling. So I was like, okay, this is the real deal here. Like, these are big ones. There's a whole bunch of them. They have not been casted at. And then I fished for another probably 2 hours all around the area, never found another group of them. So, that's how that went. I mean, I don't know how many hours I invested in those grass flats to find that one key spot. But it was key. I mean, the first 2 days I blasted them there.
So if you don't find that school on that flat throughout practice, how do you think it would have went?
I would have still caught them because really that first, awesome. Well, I would have, because like I've had another school of smallmouth. I mean, I had another school of smallmouth up the pool I never even went to in the tournament. They just weren't super big, but like I would have caught them there. And then where I ended up catching them frogging and stuff I mean, it's the first day I think I weighed 2 out of that schooling spot. And the second day I weighed, I think maybe 2 out of there.
Mhm.
And then the rest came from that other area. And then the whole story hasn't been told yet. Like people think I caught them all in pool 7, but the only day I didn't weigh in several fish from pool 8 was day 1.
Interesting.
Like, yeah, day 2, I weighed my biggest one from pool 8. I think my 2 biggest ones came from pool 8, and I only fished down there for about an hour and 10 minutes. Day 3, 3 of them came from there, and I only fished down there for about an hour and 20 minutes. And then day 4, 2 of them came down there, and I literally fished for like 10 minutes. So like,
day 3 is what is the one thing I want to know about. So day 3 is you had about 13 pounds up in 7, right? And then, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you kind of bailed to go to these smallmouth down at 8, correct? At the bottom of 8. And from what I heard you saying, it was that you didn't expect to catch a big one down there. You were just like, I'm going to run down there and I think I can gain a pound if I can catch a couple of these smallmouth. So, I mean, that's, and for anyone that doesn't know, for anyone listening that doesn't know the river, 7, 8 is where you guys launched. You got to lock up to 7. And if you're going to 9, you got to lock down to 9. So 8's the main pool. And 8's a pretty big pool. It's not a super short run to get down to the bottom. So it comes down through 7, goes to the bottom of 8 to cull a pound. And that's what you planned on, correct? I mean, that's a crazy move in my mind.
That's a
turn.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tougher day, and I had 12 pounds when I came down from pool 7, and I came down a hair early. I think I came down at 12:30 because I had found this group of fish in practice, and it was like every cast I was catching them, and there was more largemouth than smallmouth in practice, but then the water came up, and I think them largemouth kind of just went up into the stuff. But on day 2, I had a good bag, and I'm like, and I hadn't fished those fish since day 2 of practice. I'm like, I'm going to go over there and just see if they're still there. And they were. Like, I caught like 4 or 5, 2 1/4 to 2.5 pounders. One was maybe 2 3/4, but there was a whole bunch of them. And so I had 2 fish that were 1.76 pound and 3/4 fish. So I'm like, well, if I lock down, like, I'm 99% sure I can catch, because it was kind of an obscure current seam. I'm like, I'm 99% sure I can catch 2 or 3 fish that are 2 1/4 to 2 3/4 pounds. And that'll gain me over a pound and get me over 13 pounds. And like, I'll make the top 10, and then we'll see what happens. So I run all the way down there, and it was quite a ways down there. And I pull up, and Hackney's like probably 50 yards from it, but he's like in the rice doodling around. I mean, he didn't have those fish found. So I'm like, whatever, I'm pulling. So I pulled up and like immediately caught 2 smallmouth they were 2.29, both of them, but they gave me a half a pound each.
Right.
So I had over 13, like almost instantaneously. I mean, maybe 10 minutes it took me, and then I caught one other one, and then I was still getting a bunch of bites, but I'm like, I'm not going to get a 3-pounder here. So then I pulled the trolling motor, ran around the corner to where my little punching spot was, and then I caught one over 3 pounds there too. So then that gave me over 14, because that threw out a 240 or 230 or whatever it was. Like, it gave me like a pound almost. So that's what gave me my day 3 bag.
So that smallmouth move to cull up a pound is just gives you the confidence to be able to go and start flipping and try to get a big bite.
Yeah,
because
I
that's
knew I
lower
could just.
percentage.
Well, just the weights down there too. Like, a half a pound is a pretty damn big deal.
Yeah,
a full pound is a really big deal. And like, just like knowing, like, had I had 2 fish in there that were 2 1/4 pounds, I probably don't go there. But when you have 2 that are 1 pound and 3/4, well, now 2 1/4 to 2.5 sound pretty good. And I knew it wasn't like I was gonna have to pull up and fish a big area. It was pull up, put the poles down, get lined up, throw my chatterbait up there. Like, I caught one on a chatterbait and one on a tube. I missed several too, because they were just being smallmouth. But like it literally took me 5 minutes of fishing to gain a pound. So like, and then I left because I'm like, I'm not gonna get I mean, you never know. You could get a big one there, but I had caught too many of them to not get a good one. So then I'm like, all right, I'm going to go flip my little patch and then I'm going to go fish cut bank. Cause day 2, I caught my biggest one fishing cut bank, which once
that
again
was crazy, that cut bank pattern. And it was like, and there were brown ones all over it.
Oh yeah.
I was expecting it to be a green deal. I'm out, I was out there with Hank Cherry and I'm like, oh, this looks good. He's boom, starts jacking smallmouth. I'm like, wow, okay.
Do you want to give up how you find a real cut bank versus kind of a fake cut bank?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually got to be undercut. I mean, a lot of the times the mapping
How
will
can you
show
tell
it.
it's underwater? Are you seeing it with your scope? You weren't using your scope at all, right?
No, not really. I mean, no, I may have turned it on some, but I wasn't. I mean, I just know where the stretches that I like to fish are. It's all about how the current hits it and if it actually digs out under the bank. And the reason there was so many smallies on it was because the current was so heavy. When the current really gets rolling, then them smallmouth, will tuck up in there more so than staying out on some of the other stuff that they're on. It'll position them a lot more the heavier the current is. So like, that's why Caleb really pounded them the first 2 days, is because the water was really high and it just really positioned them better and stacked them up on some of them banks. So, like that day 2, the big one I caught was like, it was like a 3.5 pounder. It was a big one to me. I think I had caught one other decent one in that patch of grass. And then I'm like, I had like 10 minutes to fish. I'm like, I just had a little short, like 20-foot stretch of cut bank. And I like put the trolling motor down, went about 10 feet, caught that one. And then I was like, crap, I bet Caleb just pounded him again today. Cause I literally fished one little, and then sure enough, he caught over 17 pounds. So, but yeah, the cut bank thing is like, you got to put in a lot of time to find the ones that are actually right.
Yeah.
And the problem is like, you can catch them on the ones that aren't true cut bank a lot of times, especially when the current's right. But to find the real key stretches, it just takes time fishing all the bank, because some of them are where you wouldn't think they would be. It's just, you got to put a lot of time. That's why Caleb is so good at it, as he's got 20 years of looking for them. So he knows every
Some of them cave in
stretch
too, right? Don't they cave in eventually?
Yep, they'll cave in or fill in. Sand will build up in them. It's just, or stuff washes in and messes them up. Like, yeah, it all changes. Everything changes on the river.
I could hear them eating back in the cut.
Get a big.
Yeah, you just hear snapping back in there.
Yeah,
it is amazing.
All right, day 4. You said frogging ain't gonna work. Tell me why it ain't gonna work. And you didn't do it, right? You abandoned it, the frogging thing.
I mean, I took a few casts with it, but I mean, you're talking 30+ mile-an-hour winds, and a pretty, like, when I got up that morning and walked out of the camper, it was like cold. Like, put a sweatshirt on. Like, I wore pants that day. A sweatshirt. I wore my rain jacket almost all day. The Striker Vortex in the moss green color, if you want to get one. Wore that pretty much all day. Because it was cold. So I know, like, and it was the second day of a cold front. The first day was, the first day was cooler, but not cold, but it was super hard north wind. So like, I knew, like, first off, it's just hard to fish a frog effectively when you gotta, your frog hits the water and it's just skiing across because the bow of your line is pulling it. Like, I just knew, like, and obviously there's guys that caught them on frogs. Like, I probably could have forced it a little bit, but in my area, a lot of the grass I was fishing had gotten thicker because the wind was blowing more stuff in, and it just wasn't super effective to do it. That's why I said what I said in the morning. Like, these guys should be scared if they knew what I was around, because I knew what was there and I knew how I was going to catch them, or at least get them to bite. I knew I was going to get, you never know, but I felt confident I was going to get 5 to 7 3+ pound bites that day. And I got 5 of them and got them all in the boat.
Right. That's fantastic. We got to talk about some of the baits. I mean, that's you've told the story.
He better tell you, right?
I know, but I mean, we got to talk about some of the baits. Chatterbait for the smallmouth with the big bite kamikaze, the big bite jerk minnow on the flat for the schooling fish, and then a Spro 65 brown and red, I think.
Brown and red's hot right now.
And then you're flipping. You said anywhere from 3/8 to an ounce, and it's an unnamed flipping bait. Is that the brand? Unnamed?
Well, it's just a creature bait. It's the one.
Sure.
I mean, I just can't. Yeah, I don't want to get scolded because it wasn't a sponsor bait.
Gotcha.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like just
No
for
worries.
that scenario, the one I was using was just better. So
Shields has
that-
them.
Okay.
It's on the unnamed aisle.
They got
Just
'em.
go to Shields and
Yeah.
ask for the unnamed.
it ain't
Google
that hard to
unnamed
figure it out if you
Yeah.
look at the footage. It's not that hard to figure it out, but it's just part of the deal of what we do. You just can't always say what you're using because I don't lie about it. Like I could have put a different one up there and said I was using it, but
Yep.
I'm just not going to do that because I'm just an honest person. Just like I told people, like everyone I caught on the jerk shad on day 2 was on that big bite one because that's my favorite one. Day 1, I caught some on another jerk shad, which was pure laziness on my fault because it's my fault. Like I had it out, but I was not planning on catching them on that. And they were literally biting it every cast. And the only bag I had sitting there was, I didn't want to go in the back and dig them out. So I caught some on another unnamed one the first day. I'm not going to lie and say I caught them all on the big bite one. I like the big bite one the best. That's what I prefer. But at the time, when it was literally cast out, hits the water, a fish boils, you set the hook and reel it in, I'm not going to take the time to go back and dig them out. So, like, I just tell people that, like, yeah, I caught some on another one, but this is the one I caught them all on day 2, and, like, this is the one I like. So, I'm just not going to lie about it. That's why I didn't put the bait on that I was using.
And that's straight braid?
I was curious if it was like a homemade thing or something like that. That's why.
No, I don't pour my plastics. I don't pour plastics.
I mean somebody else. Yeah.
When you were when you were throwing that big bite fluke type bait, you were on straight braid, right?
Straight braid, yeah. Everything was straight braid besides the chatterbait. Chatterbait was 20-pound sunline shooter, but everything else was 50 to 60-pound braid straight.
And you're on that round bend offset
round bend. It was an owner 5/0 offset round bend. It's real heavy gauge, but super sharp. So it's a little bit heavier to keep it down. And then it was so thick, like you had to freaking lean on them. Like if you hooked a 3.5 pounder, like you had to like have some, you didn't want anything that was going to flex.
Gotcha.
So, and that's the hook I throw it on most of the time anyways.
That offset round bend's the deal for those fluke type baits, isn't it? That just seems to be the best percentage.
The big one. Yeah. The 5.
Yeah. I like it. Especially when I really got to lean on them, I like that one a lot.
Okay.
Now the other one, I do not like EWG hooks at all. Like I will do everything in my power to avoid using them, with one exception. The only one that I really like is the Gamakatsu. It's like a hybrid. I think Mike McClellan designed. It's like a hybrid EWG where the bite gap is a lot bigger. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah,
it's in a green pack. It's the nano wire. It's just the line tie is way below the hook point. Like that one hooks them really, really good. But like I couldn't have thrown it in there because I just straightened it out. Like it's just not heavy enough gauge to handle it. So I use that one a lot for Carolina rigging, or like I did catch a couple on a swim worm in the tournament. I don't think I might have weighed one of them maybe, but that I used that. It's a hybrid worm hook, I think is what it's called. But
it's heavy.
That's the only EWG I really like. Everything else you could throw them in the garbage, in my opinion.
I noticed you're throwing 50 on your frog and 60 flipping. What's is that just castability or?
So
what's the difference?
Sunline makes a bunch of braids, and I like the 50-pound SX1 on a frog because I think it's only a 4 carrier. It doesn't dig in as much. Like when I set the hook, it doesn't, or, it just seems like it doesn't dig in as much. So I really like that 50 SX1, and it's so strong. Like they make the FX2, their frog and flipping, they make that in 50 and 60, and that's an 8 carrier braid. But I just personally feel like that SX1 is stronger, and I don't know, I like it. I use it a lot on my spinning rods too.
By dig in, you mean you just so it doesn't jack up your next cast after catching one?
Not as bad. Yeah, not as bad. It still will. Like if you hook big pops, like you're gonna have a little dig in with it. But the other one I was using when I was flipping was 60-pound X Plasma, and the X Plasma, it's a lot smoother, a lot quieter. Obviously super strong. And I did have that on one frog rod. And it works good for frogging too, but because it's so slick and round, it will have a tendency to dig in a little more. And it's just the coating on it. It doesn't pack quite as tight on your reel, but like for punching and flipping, I really like it because it's super strong, awesome knot strength. And I just feel like it's a little bit quieter in that stuff. So that's why
Tommy Biffle telling us that like 10 years ago or whatever. He said, I don't like the brake. And when you're
but he went,
yeah,
that was more like Tommy Biffle.
Yeah. Well, you doing what I was doing, if you didn't have braid, I wouldn't have won that tournament. Like, there's no way I would have. I flip with 25-pound fluorocarbon a lot. And I will around grass a little bit, but not when it's pads and that type of stuff. Like, you could see some of them ones, like it was all my might to get them out of there with a 7-11 or 8-foot heavy rod and 60-pound braid and a 4/0 straight shank. Like there was no, like you had to give all your might to get them out of there.
Yeah, well, that's all. Josh, you got anything?
Yeah, you've got a lot of cover versatility out there in terms of vegetation. Are you doing any modifications to your frog spot to spot to get that frog through there a little bit better, or is it just all the same standard stuff?
Good question.
Yeah, I do several different things to frogs.
Nice, Josh. So go ahead.
Go
ahead, Pat.
Explain a little bit on those.
Elaborate,
no,
Mr. Schlapper.
No, I'm not going to explain a little bit. That was the most questioned thing I got. Was I had written on top of one of them frogs in the photo gallery, and I got a lot of questions about it. And that's that's for me and Mike and Matt. There's just too many. There's a reason maybe I did lose one on it. I did lose one on a frog. But I never missed one, and I caught all but one of them, and I had quite a few frog bites. So yeah, there's some major modifications that
more than one modification, more than one.
It depends on what we want it to do. But yeah, there's different things we do to them to make them better hook up and just make them. Yeah, that's stuff
when we talked earlier in the week, and you said, I'll answer almost any question. This was one of those questions, right?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm open, but like if I don't want to tell somebody something, I'm not going to lie to them. I'll just say, no, I'm not going to tell you.
I don't blame it. That's deadly. If you got a way to put them in the boat, that's real. That's going to help you.
Hey, we've got
the rod, the reel, the line, and then the frog is a big deal. And
Foley just said extra tin cup on the DL.
Tempt you with some
share
bottles?
the deal. You know what I mean? I don't know if you heard at the beginning of the show, he's sending you more stuff.
I did hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So come on, Schlapper. Who loves you? Who loves you?
No, I don't know. Every couple years I'll spend a whole bunch of money on different frogs trying to find something better.
Just like buzz baits, right? Same thing with the buzz bait you did.
Yeah, that's very true with that too. But like now I just know for on the Mississippi River, like that bronzeye is it's just better. And I've tried, like, I like the Berkeley ones good as far as hook sets and casting, but it lands on its back 80% of the time, where the Sproul lands on its belly 80 to 90% of the time. So like when you're fishing that stuff, where it's thick, you can't have it land on its back because there's no open water to get it to flip over. So, and that's just one example that came in my head, like, of why we use that frog. And there, I could criticize every single frog, but
I hear anglers say,
there is a modification you can make to that Berkeley frog to get it to land on the belly, but I can't tell you guys.
I'm sure there is. I could do it, but the Berkeley one it's good. I like it. It's soft.
It's got a good hook.
It does. Yeah, it is good, but like, it's just that shape is that flatter shape. I don't know. Obviously I could catch them on it too, but for what I was doing in them scenarios, that bronzai was, and I don't get anything from them. Like I guarantee I probably
65 is just a classic frog. A lot of professional anglers throw it. But tell me this, I hear people saying, yeah, there's the good bronzai 65s and the not so good bronzai 65s. What makes a good one and what makes a bad one?
Soft. The softness is the biggest thing. Like it varies a lot. You'll find a batch of them that are good and soft and consistent, and then you'll get a batch that's just hard, and it doesn't matter. Like people boil them. I don't boil them. I put them on the dash of my truck for a few days, and that softens them up. But sometimes it won't do it enough. So then you'll just make them practice frogs. And then when you get, this is something I learned from my buddy Mike. It's like when you find one that's right, he's like, I'll always throw it. And if I hook the first couple and it's, then it goes in the tournament box. Yep. Like that's where it goes. When you get those ones that you hand pick the good ones and keep them just for tournament fishing. Or like, if you find a certain one you like where the batch is soft, you better buy like all of them, because the next year they might not be like that. Mm-hmm. So
do you go squeezing frogs in shields? Are you there just squeezing away?
I like to, if I can, I did order some this year from somewhere else just because it was a color thing. But yeah, anytime I can take them out of the packet, I've done that for years. You take them out. Yep. They're nice and soft.
Ryan and Josh got arrested for that. Actually,
it's harder than hell to get the legs back lined up in that package.
Yeah,
so I'll tell you that.
Oh, I'm a master at it. The slow days at Shields when I worked there, I'd have every single Spro frog out and every single, back when Coppers made them, that was a good frog. So I'd be taking
remember
them
that
out.
one? That was a good one.
Yeah,
that was a good frog.
Pro tip too: if you're gonna microwave them, take the hook out first.
Yeah, do that for sure.
I've never microwaved them.
Oh, I tried it. I forgot to take the hook out.
I can.
That's probably not good.
All of your frogs, and all you got to do is give me like one modification.
He's your frog feeler. He's like your caddy. He's going to be like the Happy Gilmore caddy for you, Pat. That's Josh over there. He's going to handle this for you. He's your frog feeler.
What does he want?
He just wants one frog. He's going to feel all your frogs, find you the good ones, and then you give him one. Just throw him a good one. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah,
they're all.
He'll check them for you.
They're mine. And I'm not even like. I'm not even like a frog master either. I mean, I'm surrounded by some of them. I've been in Mike Briggan's garage and seen what he does, and like he's on the level of like, I think he can like hook one on a frog before it even bites it, and land it. Like it's insane.
He sends it in.
I fished one tournament with him, and I don't know if you guys know who he is or not, but he's like one of the biggest names on Pool 8. Like he's won a ton of money.
What's his gentleman's name?
Mike Briggan.
Okay.
Mike Briggan. Like he's been to the All-Americans a ton of times. He's won the regional thing a bunch of times, and he's one of the 3 big names in lacrosse.
Yeah.
Like if you go to lacrosse, he's one of the guys you don't want to see show up.
And he gets free coffee
at
the Quick Mart too. At the Quick Trip.
Yeah.
Free coffee there. Hey, congratulations, Pat. I mean, on this second victory. Amazing, dude. We are very proud that you pulled this one off. We got to tell you. And an important victory for the Bass Galaxy. And apparently there's a bunch of people that are really happy with you out there in the audience. And I'm going to ask some questions from the audience. Okay, are you ready for this, Pat?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's turn it over to the audience here, and also we'll be videoing in a few guests today for Pat. So if you have not done that yet, say put me in, coach, or you want to be on the show, and Rock and Shoal Fantasy has a screening list of 17 questions in order to make sure you're legit to get you on this thing. So all you got to do, DM him. And also, if you have not liked and shared this broadcast, oh yeah, Pat, you're giving away stuff again, by the way. So we got a Pat Schlapper. Yeah.
Soft frogs.
Yeah, soft frogs. Pat's giving away a victory pack. We also got a box of Tin Cup goodness to your door. Apparently you won that too already, Pat. And
yes, I hope so.
Yeah, according to Foley, you won that. I don't know. And also a pile of KVD line and lure. Ryan likes that stuff because he doesn't burn his thumbs.
Yeah, when
on
it's
the long
hot out,
cast.
you throwing something heavy. Yeah,
he lubricates
Keep
with
your
KVD
thumbs
line and lure.
unburnt.
Like and share the live Facebook feed. All right, here we go. Here we go, Slaps. Let's go. I'm going in order as I got them. And this one is from Garrett Dean Smith. Okay. He said, how did Pat and Skinny meet? And who's Skinny?
Skinny's my friend Mike Wilmoth, who lives in La Crosse.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay,
So
now it makes sense.
Yep. I met him. He worked at Shields also. So he worked in Iowa or Illinois, and then he moved up to work at the Eau Claire store, and that's when I met him. And started fishing with him, and then he moved to La Crosse for a different job. And that's how I met him, is through Shields.
Awesome. Okay.
Mike Wilmoth is the guy who was working for GSM recently, isn't it? The rep?
Yep.
Regional rep? Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
Yep.
Josh works at the Anglers Outlet.
Yep, that's him.
Very cool. Huh.
All right. Well, Jerry Robin wanted to know what frog you use, but we answered that one. That's the soft frog. The soft frog.
Yep.
You can get those at Buc-ee's, I think.
Yeah.
Not at Quick Trip. Yeah. Will you become? Oh, this is from Georgia Johnson. And will you be coming back to EC Shields with your new trophy so I can take another picture with you in the trophy?
I don't know if I'll be doing another appearance there or not. I probably
Just show up.
can. We're talking about, one of my bigger sponsors is the Boat Center, big dealer up in Chippewa here. A real good friend of mine runs it. So I think we're going to have something there. So Georgia, if we have it there, I'll let you know. And you can certainly stop down. Georgia was a really good customer of mine when I worked at Shields. And she's also really good friends with Jake Latondras, the camera guy.
Oh, Jake. Yeah, Jake's awesome. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, she follows me and she's a big supporter. So
heck yeah. So you'll get to see him. You're gonna get to see him after all, apparently. This is from David Nolhoff, and he says, what is your favorite swim jig? Do you use a Bravarni, Mansour, or other?
I use ones that I make myself with do it molds.
Okay.
The one that I've used the most it's called a casting jig, but it's a swim jig, and I put my own, I do everything. It starts as a bear hook, and then when I'm done with it, it's a badass swim jig. But I really like that casting jig one because they have a 5/16 ounce size.
Yeah, I like
which
that.
is kind of it's just a really good in between size. So I've honestly thrown that I threw a swim jig a lot in Florida. I threw it, I throw it a lot on the river. I throw it a lot, and that's what I use as a do it molds casting jig most of the time.
It's called isn't it called a bass casting jig even?
Yeah, like the mold or something.
It might be a bass casting jig. Yeah. It's
But you know what
kind
it's
of
for.
a bullet head. Yeah, it'll only catch bass.
Yeah. No pike at all on the river.
No, yeah.
Ain't happening. Do you put tinsel in those deals? Is that something you do?
I don't do that a lot. I have. I have, but I not in the last few years of tying them. I haven't done a lot of tinsel.
Pat won't throw one unless it's got hot pink tinsel on it.
Well, hot pink is good. So is green, and so is red.
Ryan and I have an ongoing debate as to what a swim jig retrieve is. Can you just give me your staple swim jig retrieve?
Yeah, please.
Well, there's two. There's two. You know, in the Midwest, like where we're from, it's, you know, the Monsoor just straight wind. You know, whether it's high or, you know, depending on what you're doing, but it's just a straight wind. But if you're down south or you're fishing like water willow, stuff like that, then you're shaking the crap out of it. You know, you just rod up high and just going. So
huge Popeye forearms.
Yeah, that's why I'm so strong.
I hear that.
Yes.
You're not just dragging it on the bottom.
You don't just drag a swim jig. No, that's you don't.
That's a
yo-yo
jig.
it.
That's a jig.
So Michael and Denise Stewart want to know what's your thoughts on the dice baits.
That's something I'm just kind of experimenting with now. I caught some over on Lake St. Clair with it. Is really the first time I've thrown it. So now I'm kind of full on experimenting. I'm in the experimental stages with it, in the spending a lot of money phase. But I think there's a time and place for it. Obviously, I mean, that's one of the things that Koya has been whooping us with for years. So
He throws the soft ones, you know, the soft ones.
Yeah.
Only the soft ones.
Only the soft ones.
Yep, gotta be soft.
Oh, wait a
yeah,
minute.
I like them.
Okay, I guess we're doing this. We are now bringing in random special guests to ask Pat Schlapper anything. Wait a minute. Look at this guy. It's a fruit bat. It's actually a live fruit bat. He's upside down. The one and only Kyle Patrick. Yes. Bassmaster Elite Series angler. What are you doing here?
Oh, Pat, I'm a little depressed these days. I'm very happy for Pat, but I'm a little mentally down these days, and I talked to Pat about it a little bit. But
to which Pat, me or him?
Well,
To
both
Pat's
of you
friend.
actually.
Yeah, actually both of us.
But no, I was pumped to see Pat win. You know, I'm driving. I just picked up a new truck. I bought a new truck. I had a revelation.
Okay.
With this whole heart thing.
Slow down.
Slow
down, Pat, Kyle.
Nothing else matters.
You're right.
So why not spend a bunch of money on a new truck that's a diesel so I'm more comfortable on the road?
Of course. Sure. Pat was just talking about making responsible decisions as a bass fisherman. And you're just like, hell, live for the day. You know what I mean?
Live for the day.
Yeah.
Live for the day. No, I'm here and it's great. And Pat, dude, freaking awesome to watch you win, man.
I appreciate it. I
what's funny?
told you before.
Yeah,
What?
you did. You did. You told me. Hey, oh God, you're getting my heart rate up. So Pat,
Stop it. Kyle Patrick, slow down. Stop. We would have never done this if we would have known you were going to get all fruit batty on us.
No, I can get it. I can get somewhat excited, but Schlapper did tell me. Schlapper told me that he said, I think I have a good chance to win. I've been I put my time in, and I'm like, heck yeah, dude. And you don't really think about it. Like, I was like, he probably does have a good chance to win, but like, you don't ever think like, oh, he's gonna win. And then when he won, I was like, he really meant that. That was cool.
That's awesome, dude.
Called it.
Yeah, you did call it. And I will say, super cool watching you put on a clinic with the fluke. Like, that was cool. I actually enjoyed watching live for a little bit there when I saw that go down.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. Other than, breaking a rod and hand lining.
That was what made it cool.
Yeah. That was a Kyle Patrick move, Pat Schlapper.
Yeah, I was really shocked. Like, it was so freaking loud, dude. It sounded like a 22 went off in my hand. And the crazy thing is, I had just caught a 3 3/4 pounder like the cast before. And why it didn't break on that one, I have no idea. So I don't know if I stepped on it or something in the chaos. I really don't know. But that was a fun, really fun flurry there. The second day was the same way, but I didn't have a camera the second day because I was in 4th place, so I didn't have a camera.
What was the last time
What?
a weightless fluke was a big player in a tournament? In a
Murray.
basketball tournament. Murray.
Murray, yeah.
Other than Lake Murray.
Well,
that's what I
Or
was-
Hartwell.
Faircloth on the Sabine.
Hartwell.
Hartwell. Faircloth
That's
way
that-
back.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Very close.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
Sabiner.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. All the viewers, Josh, Ryan, the fluke, or some form of a fluke. I know you were throwing a big bait, Pat.
Sure.
Is gonna be a big player next year.
Interesting.
Really?
Why do you make that prediction, Kyle Patrick?
I make that prediction because it's one of those it's a really you see a lot of tournaments where like people catch them on it, but like it's such an undervalued bait. And I think a lot of it's because of forward facing sonar. And I think if the events play out in certain ways, like people don't realize how good of a bait that is for smallmouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, heck yeah.
Like it is
Remember
like,
the
on the top
donkey
of the
rig?
water, like how Pat was throwing it. Like I think that, and that's one thing I'm very excited about. Honestly, I'm going to try to keep it as positive as possible. Is there will be a new techniques that you see emerge that are neat, that you don't see as much.
Because of the rule change? Is that what you're referring
yeah,
to? Okay.
yeah, because you won't be able to be like as efficient and catch as big a fish, so you have to like readjust the way the way you fish. So I think that mark my words, the fluke.
So you're saying an 1/8 ounce spinnerbait is going to have a resurgence?
No.
The old Randy Howe.
Other
Well, look,
than on the
you know,
Sabine.
hey, Pat, you were worried about KJ Queen. Here's a perfect example of what Kyle Patrick's talking about. And KJ made this public, but he's on throwing that split shot rig again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was cool. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's
Well, the
that's
funny
a
thing
perfect
is, I was
example.
around him. And I'd see him like fighting these fish out of the freaking Mekong River grass, and he's. I didn't know. I mean, I seen it was fluorocarbon from a distance, but I didn't know what he was throwing. I'm like, what the heck is he doing? Like, what's taking him so long to get him out of there? Well, it's because he was throwing a damn split shot rig on, I don't know how heavy a line, but I'd see him like hook them, and he's just like, what is going on? Why aren't they in the boat? Well, it's because he was throwing a split shot rig up in that stuff. But freaking A, man, he got top 10'd it. I mean, he top 10 it the last time we were there too. So maybe there's probably 500 people out on Lake Onalaska right now throwing a split shot rig.
Just whacking them. Just whacking
Dude,
them.
I will say, out of that tournament, that gave me more FOMO than any dude. I'm gonna be honest, Pat. I didn't watch that much of it. I really didn't, because like I was kind of in like I'm not gonna say a dark place, but like, you know, it's tough not like being sidelined for like this. And like that tournament, out of all of them, I was like, oh boy, I can't watch any more of this. Like I can't. It was like, actually, I was like, okay, now I'm gonna cut it off. Pat's gonna win. Like, I just need to cut this off because it was so cool. It's so fun to watch,
dude. It's a fun place and like refreshing, you know, to catch them on a frog and just all visual. Like, you know, most of the fish I caught, barring the ones I caught flipping, like I seen them all boil on that fluke, and I seen them all mash the frog, you know, and it's like. Yeah, you missed a good one, but I'm sure
Now
you'll
you're
come
getting
back
his heart
next
rate
year
up,
and-
Pat. Stop that.
Yeah, I
but you
mean,
know what though? Like
well-
that's my favorite way to fish. Whether you're seeing them on a screen, seeing them on like if you can watch fish bite, that's the coolest thing in the world to me.
Yeah,
it's really fun.
It's a shark in the
it's
sea.
fun.
Hey, we brought Kyle here to ask you a question, Pat Schlapper, but I'd rather you ask Kyle a question.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Pat, just ask Kyle anything. You just ask Kyle Patrick anything you want to know.
I know what I want to ask him, but I'm not gonna because
Why?
just because
It's
he
about
probably
frog.
knows what I want to ask him. But we're gonna stick to fishing.
Trust your instincts.
Oh yes, he
You're
can
not
only
going.
have limited sexual relations right now.
Yeah,
That's what you want to know.
No, that restriction was removed
Oh,
Okay.
party on, Pony
That's
Boy.
what I
There he
wanted.
goes.
That's why you're smiling. So that's good. I'm glad you got
Yeah.
that part. So where are you most excited to go next year?
It's such a good question, man. I always answer this the way I answer it the same every time, dude. I just like going to new places, and
Yeah.
because it just gets me so like I don't have, and that's sort of why I think I'm gonna like. I have this weird thing. I feel like I'm gonna catch him pretty good next year because
yeah,
I'm so like energized and like not that I'm not usually, but in like a different way, like a hyper focus,
Like a laser focused Kyle Patrick energy.
yeah, because like I'm like, dude, like I want to absolutely waylay them next year, and like I don't have any preconceived notions. I haven't been to like literally haven't been to. I think I've been to St. Lawrence, Champlain, Pasquotank. Those are the only places I've fished ever on the schedule. Yeah.
Okay, so
Legitimately.
it's all fresh for him, Patrick.
It's all fresh, and that's how it's been. Except for like 2 or 3, that's how it's been every year I've been on the Elite Series. So like, I'm just excited to what I mean. Gunnersville. I'll just say Gunnersville because it's the next one. Like, I just want to get there. Never even been on that body of water. Actually, I went there one time. Me and Polinick, we fished there together after. I think it was the break between maybe like Smith and another event or something. And we went there and we went out in the water and like messed around, just fished and that was cool. But other than that, like it was like 3-4 hours of fishing. Like I've never launched my bass boat in Gunnersville. And I think and I'm going to add this to this, Pat. I think that's a positive for me. I have a bunch of negatives, but I've got a few positives of the new rule. And that is, when we go to the St. Lawrence, the positive is it's going to be for me, it's going to be a whole new Champlain, St. Lawrence. It'll be a whole new body of water without scope. It'll be a whole new deal like that we've never. So it's almost like you're fishing a new body of water because the way 90% of the fishing that 90% of the people do there is with a forward-facing sonar unit. So that's what I'm most excited about is just get on new bodies of water, and explore. I like to explore, dude.
You're an explorer.
It's gonna be like prom night, like 6 or 7 times for you next
Kyle
year.
the Explorer.
Yeah.
He's getting lucky again.
Gonna
I
be
like
exploring.
it. I like it.
Good.
Well, we hope you get lucky with an old blue next year. That would be a hell of a Cinderella story, Kyle Patrick.
Yeah, Pat, that would be phenomenal. Yeah, I'm chewing my gum here thinking about old blue. Pat,
he is really smacking that.
Hey, look, I had to cut out a lot of habits. This is good for me to chew this gum.
Yes,
but
please chew it.
What is it like to win 2 in one season? Is it like almost weird because like does it make it not feel like was the first one had to be way better?
It was, they were both awesome in their own way. Like the first one was, I wasn't I wasn't, the way my season was going, I wasn't expecting it to happen at all. And like, it was cool, but the second one was better. The second one was better because of where it was and my history there and everybody who was there. That one felt better.
It was kind of like
hard
Mike's
to
River
say
Wing.
that.
Yeah, it's like the Delaware for ice.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of, it reminded me of that.
It was super cool. I mean, but to win 2 in a year, I mean, I would have never guessed that was going to happen. So, it's pretty damn cool. I can tell you that.
It seems pretty.
Can you imagine, Kyle Patrick? Can you imagine?
No, I can't. I would be a mess. Like I would try not all in one place. That's the other thing.
If you need Roth IRA advice, Pat Schlapper's your guy. Him and Brittany invested all these winnings. The Schlapper's a banker. Crying out loud.
Slap, did you throw it in a CD?
No,
money market?
I put I maxed out my Roth, which that's only $7,000, and then I put the rest of it in a high yield savings account we have. And actually, the last one I just kept in like a money market and a checking, just because I know I'm going to have to give a lot of it back in taxes. So I didn't tie it up in anything I couldn't access. But
so this
yeah,
is just
it's
an
not,
honest question for you. Do you have a really good accountant? Because that's something I have that I think is invaluable in what we do.
Yeah, I do. It's a friend of mine. He fishes tournaments too, and I actually talked to him yesterday, kind of getting some early kind of numbers together of what I'm going to have to do. And
like,
yeah,
how do I spend it? Like,
well, just what do you got to do? Like, because I have an account set up where, if I put X amount in there, it'll save X amount on taxes. I've been doing that the last few years too. It's basically a retirement account, but you can wash away some of your income if you put it in there. So I don't know. This year, I think it's going to be. I think I'm still going to be writing a pretty big check this year, just because of winning what I've won, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting year. But yes, my account is very good.
You're very smart, Pat. I don't see like Mark Davis being like this smart about it back in the day. I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of, I think that's why some of them guys that even from back in the heyday when there was the really big deals, they didn't necessarily think that much about when they maybe wanted to quit and move on, and they didn't set themselves up like they could have. So like I learned at an early age, and a lot of that was from Shields, just knowing a lot about business and how they handle things. And then just growing up like with my parents, like I just knew like, someone always, told me in a class, I don't know where it came from, but they said, pay yourself first. Like put money away for yourself before you worry about everything else. So that's just the way I've been for quite a while, and it's paying off big time now for me.
Well, I'm inspired. I'm going to put a cash envelope on the back of the door tomorrow.
Yeah. There it is.
I'm going to finally do it.
Hey, Kyle, dude, we missed you, just so you know, at the events. You are a shining star in this Bass Galaxy, and you are needed. So we are glad you're recovering, and we can't wait to see what 2026 brings for you. But you were talking about getting in some opens. Can that happen? Are you gonna do that, or is that high hope?
Yeah, I think like I just got cleared to fly to pick up my truck. Like the dock is just like, man, because it's really a lot of it's unknown, right? Like in a case like mine that's so rare, where it's not because of any underlying condition or something, like it's not because of my heart or any, it was just from anaplasmosis. It was an acute infection. They don't really have that much data, but what they did say is until you get your cardiac MRI, which is like they inject into my, like, I don't know, chest area and like in the veins there, and it shows all the scarring, if there's any residual scarring or anything that could mess up your like heart's electrical system. That is October 17th. And that is the biggest thing. Like if they get in there and they're like, hey, there's some scarring left over, well then I can't really do much. It'll be another 2 or 3 months. But if there's none, then I can gradually, like, swim or start doing like, your basic stuff to try to get back into shape, and really just like the heart, get it back going.
That's
right?
October
I've been doing
17th,
nothing.
Kyle.
Yeah.
October
So
17th,
I said to him, I'm like, can I do the EQ on Champlain? It's September 18th. Like he cleared me to like do basic stuff. And I'm like, and he's like, man, like what are you gaining? And I'm like, not like I could win the classic, but like I already gave up that this year because of this health thing. So there's just no reason to do it. However, I will be fishing, or I'm hoping to fish the last EQ on Okeechobee. Just for practice purposes, honestly. Like I'm just getting
get your
nervous.
chops up, take it easy, go out, smash a few. You know what I mean? you got to slip right back in, just like you did with loving. You know what I mean?
I will say, Kyle, you look good. You got this glow. You got this new truck glow.
Yeah,
going on.
And
right
he's getting lucky again.
Nice.
That's why. That's exactly why he's got a glow to him.
Oh,
100%.
yeah. No, and I'm trying to be positive. You know, that's the other thing.
And
Just trying
dude,
to
you
stay
always
positive.
are positive for real, and thank you for that. And I meant that we need you at Bassmaster, and we're looking forward to seeing you next year. 100%.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks for coming
I'm going
on
to say
board.
thanks, Pat. And Pat, good job with your ending your season. I remember talking to you at Hartwell, Schlappy, and you were not happy. And how fast you turned it around is very impressive. And I will leave it at that. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Patrick right there. I love it. All right, we'll keep bringing him. Now, Rock and Shoal Fantasy, he's got some more viewers to bring through. So so if that go ahead and bring him. I know you got him lined up. So all right, here I'm getting a.
Can I just say one thing real quick? I got to pee.
There you're good. All right, I'm going to go back to some more viewer questions here. While we're on it, let's see. Okay. Mike Etzel wants to know, if the stress of bass fishing continues to turn your hair gray, will you dye it?
Oh no, we're gonna run straight. I don't know what you'd call it. Salt and pepper. Tell it I ain't dying nothing. Nope, I got the gray beard. I got gray side Johnnies. We don't care.
It's wisdom.
Okay, wait. I guess we have another guest here coming through. It is Glenn Robson. What's up, Glenn?
Hello. What's up, Bassmaster Galaxy?
How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the Stray Cast Show. You are on with
great.
two-time champion of the Bassmaster Elite Series, Pat Schlapper. And here's your opportunity, Glenn, to ask him anything.
Well, I've got kind of a couple of them. I know he didn't want to talk about the frog earlier, but there is some type of code on those frogs. Is it the modifications you did, or is it certain softness? There seemed to be a code put on them.
Yeah, I just label them depending upon what I've done to them. So when I look in my tournament box, I know what one I'm grabbing.
Okay. Next one is it appeared that there was somebody had done something wrong coming in one of the locks during the tournament, and you didn't seem too happy about it. Who was that, and what did they do wrong coming into the lock or doing at the lock?
Well, it wasn't necessarily one I mean, there was a couple people that stand out, but when you go into them locks, there's a certain procedure you need to follow going in and going out. And I think some of these people just were inexperienced or didn't want to follow the rules. And we had all gotten an email outlining, what the rules are, the procedures. And basically they tried getting ahead of people that got into the lock before them. They tried exiting the lock before the horn was blown to let us go out.
Really?
So yeah, that was day one. And then it was addressed after day one. I kind of tuned some people up that were doing it. And then the lock master came out and really, really lit them up. And then there was a text sent out that night from the tournament director reminding people, what they need to be doing. So
gotcha.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. I knew it was going to happen. It happened when we were there last time too. And I was going to send out a message to everybody in our little group, but I didn't want to seem like the guy who was like trying to like boss people around. And then, like I said, there was an email sent out to all of us anglers from the lock of what the procedures are. And, people, I think a lot of people just didn't read it. So that was what that was all about.
All right. The last question I've got for you is last year you came to Fish Fest down Springfield, Illinois. I'm only 30 minutes from there over at Shields. Planning on being there again next year, or you're just not sure yet?
Yeah, I think, so they actually texted me yesterday about it. And I think I will. If it's the dates that they told me, because they asked me what date worked better for me. And both of them worked. But yeah, I think I will. I mean, I think I've been there 3 years already.
Yeah.
And yeah, I look forward to going there every year. It's fun. You see a lot of the same people, the same employees, and it's pretty fun going. And it's an awesome store too. So yeah, I plan on being there.
I'll definitely be over to see you at it.
And then he's going
And
to tell you
also
the
the
real
last-
skinny. Oh, hey, wait, when you see him, Glenn, he's going to tell you the real deal about the frogs. He just won't tell you.
Oh, that would be nice. That'd be real nice. Also,
maybe.
Last time after you won Sabine, I actually won your prize that night. So thanks.
That's where
I am using the Sunline that you sent and everything else in my local tournaments here.
That's really cool.
Awesome. I thought I recognized the name, but I couldn't pin it. I'm like, God, what is that from? That's good. I'm glad you got all that stuff.
The jig won't be used. I've got it on display. It's just sitting on
Isn't
display
that a
that you
beauty,
use. Oh, it is. It's an awesome little jig.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Cool.
That was an awesome gift pack.
Hey, no problem. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, Glenn, and thanks for popping on and picking Pat's brain right there.
Oh, no problem. Thank you guys for inviting me on.
That's awesome. That's Glenn Robson right there. Awesome, dude. Hey, I know Rock and Show Fantasy. Apparently, he's having some computer problems right now, and he's trying to send more people on. I don't know what's happening, but
his dial-up isn't dialing
he's
up fast
got
enough.
the dial-up thing on the AOL, and it's taking a minute. Up, here we go.
Let's go.
Here we go. More, ladies and gentlemen. It is Lee. Lee? That is an awesome mohawk, by the way.
Oh no!
Oh, it's not a mohawk. It's not a mohawk at all. I'm sorry.
It's all good, Pat. It's all good. How's it going, guys?
I mean, can we just say it's a mohawk because it looks awesome?
You can call it whatever you like. It's your show.
Yeah, it's your show now, Lee.
Well, first of all, I gotta say, Pat, it was awesome to watch you win that tournament, and you're so humble, you're down to earth, and it's amazing. And I'll tell you, I just want to know what was going through your mind when you were trying to take that hook out while you were shaking like a leaf. It was like it reminded me of fishing your very first tournament.
Yeah, I mean that's stuff you can't you can't explain it, that's why we fish, is to get that feeling, and that you can't replicate it any other way than that just adrenaline rush of, catching a fish, or that's just what we live for, and I've done it a long time, and when those moments happen, that reminds you why you do it. So that's what's cool about it.
Heck yeah.
All right, here comes the big one. I know everybody talks about forward-facing sonar, and I've made comments on BASS on their pages and everything like that. And I always say, what would you do, or actually, what are your thoughts if BASS only allowed forward-facing sonar during practice only? Only in the practice. You cannot use it in the actual event on tournament day 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can only use it in practice.
I mean, I don't agree with that, but I would just, to me, it's either you have it or you don't. You know what I mean? Because the problem with having it in practice as a fisherman is I think you could find yourself wasting a lot of time or finding fish that it's going to be really hard to catch without it in certain scenarios. Now, if you're just using it to scan brush piles or rock piles to see if there's fish there, then yeah. But if you're out trying to catch isolated fish that are suspended and you're just seeing them in practice, that's really hard to target those fish in the tournament scenario. So I think if you catered your practice around knowing the type of stuff you can fish, like I said, maybe looking for, okay, there's 2 fish on that boulder. I'm confident I can come here and maybe catch one. Or there's some fish around that brush pile. Then I could see it being, going fine. But I could also say, like I said, I could see myself potentially wasting a lot of time in water that would be very hard to fish in a tournament without it.
Nice. I agree with you there. I'm just curious because I know a lot of guys are talking about it. So, favorite technique and why?
I mean, I have a lot of different techniques that I like, but if there's like, I love to fish a jig.
Only one.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, so I would say it would be fishing a jig. Now, it'd be hard for me to say flipping it or, I mean, I love dragging a football jig, but I would probably say flipping a jig is my favorite.
Yeah, it's like
you
me.
know,
I
I
love
just like,
I can tell Lee likes that
Yeah,
too,
it's-
don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got a hook
it's
set on
just
you, Lee.
fun. Yeah, it's just fun to like flip under a dock or to a piece of wood and engage the reel and it's already swimming off. Like I like that. I mean, I've
And your wrists
caught,
hurt a
biggest
little
fish I ever caught on the Elite Series was doing that. So like, yeah, I would say flipping a jig.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome. I don't know if you guys saw earlier. You asked Marge Grainer about the tournament that just passed up here in Canada. That's where I'm from. Good old land of Chris and Corey.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
We're having
they
a party
kicked
for them soon here, you know.
They kicked my butt a few times. They actually won the tournament in 3 days with just over 83 pounds.
Unreal.
And
yeah,
it was a great tournament. They did a really good job, and you know it'd be really good to see a few more of the elite guys up here. I know Matt and Prosink were up, and it was pretty funny if you go back and look on Matt's page.
He's eating gummy worms the whole time.
That was hilarious. I tell you, there's nobody. I thought Swindle was funny. Now I've seen the real Matty, and he's tough to beat.
He's not. He was actually going to pop on here tonight, but Colleen had to go out, and he's got baby duty tonight. So he's like, I can't handle it, Pat. We're not with a baby. Ain't on there. I don't know. So I mean, he would. But anyway, yeah, that almost.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it's a pleasure to be on the show, and I watch it every time I can, and it's awesome. And I have to tell you too, Pat. I actually won your fantasy pool.
Oh, really?
I am the boss man.
You're the guy.
Yeah, Ryan's in charge of that. I don't know anything about it. I don't know.
DM me and I'll send you. Or wait,
that's awesome.
Hang on. The prize was to be on the show.
Oh, you're on. You won.
I'm good.
Here's your gift.
I'm happy with that.
Right. Let's get him some baits. Seriously, Lee, congratulations on winning the fantasy.
Thanks.
That's a big deal.
That was a dominant victory, by the way. Congratulations.
Good job.
Thanks. It was a tough pick. I actually had to flip a coin in my fantasy pool for taking Pat or not to take Pat, and unfortunately, I lost that coin toss.
Wait a minute.
Just take him every time.
Now you got to slam a spotted cow with Schlapper next time you see him, Lee.
Well, I'm looking forward to marshalling next year at the St. Lawrence and hopefully Champlain. So I'll definitely come and say hi.
Looking forward to meeting you. And seriously, look up Ryan on the gram, Chicago Bass Fishing, or on the Ryan Whitaker on Facebook, and we'll get you some baits too.
Yes, sir.
For winning, Lee.
Yeah,
Thank you.
all right, that's awesome.
Thanks,
Keep up the great work, guys. This is a great podcast.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. We just have a damn good time. That's the number one thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
There's Lee right there. Thanks, buddy. Thank you very much.
Have a good night, gentlemen.
That's all right, Pat Schlapper,
Lee.
right?
Trying to get my
Yeah,
question.
that's cool.
Andy's not getting back to me.
What's Hey, Pat, I got a bunch of messages, okay? And not just multiple messages that people enjoyed the Name That Tune segment.
Oh, boy.
So we're going to hit you with a few.
Let's go.
Yeah. And if you lose this, so let's see, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And we'll run through them real. Yeah. But I'm going to take 5 of them. Okay.
How much time does he have?
You got to get 3 out of 5. Literally time him on these. Yes. So Ryan, do you have a timer?
I can find one.
All right. Ryan's going to the timer. Let's give him.
Oh, my mind's not fresh. I'm stressing out here. Okay.
Freshen up
All right,
right now.
I have a timer. How
You're
much
a
I'm
time?
trying to
two-time
clear
elite
my
champ.
mind because we're 2 hours in and I'm gonna focus and we're gonna focus. Okay, let's do it.
Laser focus,
What do
like
we-
Kyle Patrick.
What do we want to do? 10 seconds from when
seconds.
you read the last
Yes,
line. Okay.
yes,
All right,
okay.
I got the stopwatch.
So I am going to read you the line of this song, and unfortunately, we can't play the music for copyright issues. But I will read you the lyrics to this, and and I think you'll get most of these. Pat, you're a song man of your generation. You're a songbird.
Song guesser of your generation.
You're a song guesser of your generation.
Okay.
The king is gone, but he's not forgotten. This is the story of Johnny Rotten.
That's Neil Young.
That is Neil Young.
Are we doing the singer
I'll give
or
you
either or?
Either or is fine.
Okay.
Either or is fine.
I think you got that.
I think
Neil
it's
Young,
Rock
that's-
and Roll Will Never Die, but Rock
Yes.
and Roll Will Never Die is the song.
That is
and it's
Rest
Neil
Never
Young.
Sleeps. Hey,
Yep.
hey, my.
That's pretty good.
Very good.
Very good. I didn't get that one.
Spent my days with a woman unkind. I smoked my stuff and I drank my wine.
That's Led Zeppelin.
That is Led Zeppelin. You are damn good at this. Yes, and
Got
that's going to California. You don't have to be
I
rich.
knew that too.
You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cruel to rule my world.
Oh my God, that's such an easy one, and I can't think of it right now. You don't have to be rich. I know it, but I can't think. I'm gonna be pissed when you tell me. But I just
You don't have to be
yeah.
rich to be my girl.
I can't think of I can't think of
Ain't
the
no-
artist either.
That's Prince.
That's Prince.
Yeah,
It's
extra
Prince.
time in
Yep.
your kids.
I'm embarrassed
Okay,
that I
you
didn't
missed
get.
that
I
one.
knew the song. I'm embarrassed.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
That's Rolling Stones.
Yes, that is. That's Sympathy for the Devil. So far, you're doing really good.
Yep.
That's what. Where's it? 3 of 4.
Yeah.
I know.
Some slack talking mama with a face like a gent. Said, "Now get up and
Aerosmith.
go." Yeah, good job, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he's nailing them. The Exodus is near. The happy ones are here.
Exodus. Man. Is that the Who?
It sure is the Who.
Wow.
Gosh, he's
Yeah.
good. He is really good.
Really good.
Let's get together before we get much older, right? That's Screen Age Wastelands. That's your theme song.
That's Baba O'Reilly.
Bob
That's the name of
O'Reilly.
the song.
Yeah, the real name of
Yep.
it's called Teenage Wastelands.
No, it's not.
I'm only
That's-
messing with you.
that's-
How many people think
you
that?
don't get in, and I love the Eminence front on the reel that you posted. That's the Who song that you
Yes,
know
sir.
the thing I sent with me tripping
Yes.
over that one. That was perfect.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Here's the final one. And so we don't get one of the trophies. It looks like he already won this. You would have had to give us one of your
Really
trophies
missed one.
for the studio for the year. I got a crazy feeling. I don't understand. Got to get away from here.
Oh God. I can't. I know it too, but I can't think of it. Usually I know
Hands up.
instantly.
That is the late great Mr. Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
crazy feeling. I don't understand. What's that? Mama going to, what is that song? I've been
I can't
a
think of
bad,
the song.
bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Flying
Flying High Again.
Yeah.
Flying High Again by Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah,
So Pat, once
yeah,
again,
well-
you rule. You are a song man. You are a song man. Hands down.
I'm upset that I missed the Prince one because the Ozzy one I knew a little, but the Prince one that one I'm gonna lose sleep over tonight.
Sorry, Patty.
It's a good song.
Andy, what do you got? I see Andy's here. Oh, I saw him pop in for a minute. All right. So, Pat, I got to ask one thing. All right. Before we let you go, you've been in Wisconsin your entire life. Is that correct?
Yep, lived here my whole life. Been all over the
Okay.
country and several places in the world, but lived here my entire life.
Have you ever seen anyone tip a cow? Can you really tip a cow? Is that a thing? Like, is that even a thing, Pat? Can you really tip a
Depends
cow?
if they did a good job or not.
I don't know. I grew up on a farm, a family farm, and like I've never done it. I've never seen anybody do it, but maybe. I don't know.
Wouldn't there be a video of people tipping cows?
That's true.
I mean, that's an 800-pound beast. Even Josh Sokol cannot tip that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that's a Wisconsin urban legend. I really
think
do.
he could.
Josh probably
I think
could.
this could be a challenge.
He's strong like bull.
It could beat Brian Jackson on our
Go do it. Yeah.
So there is no such thing as cow tipping, right?
I think it might be an urban legend. I do. You know, I haven't seen it or heard a legit story from anybody that it's been done.
Well, I mean, they do sleep standing up, right?
I don't know if that's even true. I don't know, but I want Pat.
No.
Will you try it? Will you just try it for us? Will you please try and tip a cow for us?
No,
Come on.
I'm not going to try it because I'll get crushed.
You and Caleb and Jay all get together. Just
It's a
cow.
32 belly option on two.
Yeah. It's tip cows.
Yeah.
Come on.
Tell Summerall to do it. Summerall will probably.
Oh, you
do
know
it.
he's a stump. But Summerall could just do it with one hand.
Yeah, you
Dude, I
just
saw him
pick 'em
jump on a
up.
hog. Guy's
Yeah.
crazy. Hey, we got prizes to give away. Let's do that. Let's give away the Pat. What are you going to give away, Pat? What do you want to give away?
Well,
this
I don't really know. I'll probably just throw something together. I'll probably do some big bite stuff. They've got that new flipping bait called the Flip Around Find Out, the one that Fletcher Shryock designed. I don't know if you've seen that, but it's
Good name.
That's the orange
it's a
Shryock.
really good.
Yes.
I've got a few packs of them left, so I'll probably throw a pack or two of them in there. Maybe a pack of the Secret Jerk minnows. We'll get some Sunline in there. You know, cut some different braids, some floral. We'll see what I can mix up. I think I got Glenn a pretty good batch of stuff. So yeah, we'll get some Sunline, some big bite stuff, and see what else we got to throw in there. But it'll be a good box.
All right. So if you did not like and share this feed, you messed up. I don't know. Is Andy able to get you the winner, Patty, on there? I don't know. You're doing it on your phone, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I can look here. MT Josh is what it says.
That's from
I don't
Andy.
know.
MT Josh. Okay.
That's what it looked. I'm assuming it's from Andy. It says Schlapper package MT Josh. So
there it is. MT Josh. You are the winner of the Schlapper 2-time victory pack. All you got to do is direct message Rock and Show Fantasy, and he'll get a hold of Patty, and we'll get you a prize out. So thank you so much, Pat Schlapper. You are a true champion. You know that, Pat?
Yeah. I hope I keep having to give packages away. That would be a good sign. That means I've won more.
This
So
would just be fun shows if it was just Schlapper all year. You know what I mean? Hey, before we go, I saw, was it your brother-in-law has a band that you were watching?
Oh no, it's my nephew.
Your nephew. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
They're good, dude. They're good.
Oh, dude, they're so good. They're, high school. They've been probably 2 or 3 years now. And yeah, they did a 3-hour set. So I'm actually going to go watch them again this next weekend up in Lamson, Wisconsin. If you're around there, Wolf Point on Gull Lake, come in and see Wisco Kid, or at least go to their Facebook page and give them a like. Wisco Kid. And
Wisco Kid.
Nice.
Yeah, they're good. My nephew's the lead guitarist, and they've got a really good vocalist, and his name's Emmerich. Their drummer's awesome. They're fun to watch and play some good jams. So yeah, give them a like. And if you're around Lamson area Saturday, come on up and watch them jam out.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And the Wisco band. There it is right there.
Wisco
Pat.
Kid. Wisco Kid. Wisco
That's
Kid.
awesome.
Yep.
That's a clever name. That's for sure.
Yep.
Heck yeah. Well, Pat, thank you once again. I'm gonna miss seeing you behind the tanks until until we see you again in February. But hey, I'm going to Fighters later, I think next month. Maybe I'll stop by and see you on the way. Let's do some bassing if you're not at the cabin.
Yeah, if I'm around for sure. I'm leaving for Gunnersville next week, and then I got to go back down there in October for that tournament. And then, yeah, but if it's in the end of October, I'll probably be around somewhere.
Heck yeah. What's the tournament in October?
That's that Ultimate Angler Championship on Gunnersville. It's like 500,000 to win, and like it's a crazy good payout. So
oh wow,
there'll be a
when
whole
is that?
bunch
Do you
of
know?
elites here.
Do you know
It's
the date in your
October
head?
4th through 11th. I think the tournament's like the 9th, 10th, and 11th. It's a 3-day tournament. No live scope, no 360. There's like I think 200 people, but there's a lot of weird things with it, like a lot of uncertainties about things. But I got my invite. I paid my membership fee, before the season started. So I love Gunnersville, and it should be a grass fishing derby. So I'm fairly comfortable doing that. So if I win that one, that would be the capper on the year. So I'm
just
hoping
retire.
to do good in that.
500.
You gotta buy something.
That would
He's gonna
be
max
that would put me close to the number that I think I need to have to retire. So
Okay.
yeah, let's hope I have to consider that decision.
That would not be a bad problem to have, Mr. Schlapper. And congratulations again on your second Old Blue. Ray Scott would be hella proud of you, Pat. I hope you know that, dude. For real.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and thanks for having me on again. I had a good time. Went a lot of different directions like I expected. So, yeah, I had a blast, and you just let me know whenever you want me to come on again. You can have me on when I get 100. If I get 102nd, just bring me on and we'll bitch about it. So
sounds good. We'll have a Schlapper
Yeah.
section.
I like
Slapping the Bass.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
actually, I think we're going to have a doobie time and slapping the Bass segment next
Okay.
year. So that'll be perfect.
You
Hey, Pat,
need to get Doobie on there. Has Doobie been on there?
No. I've been in the boat with Doobie, spent plenty of times with him. So actually, I'll just tell you, we're going to have a little segment coming up next year where it's going to be Doobie time, and he's going to do a little segment on certain shows because we want to keep Doobie's so awesome. We want to keep that guy in the forefront. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's one of my better friends on the Elite series, and I mean I talk to him all the time, and I think he's gonna do the EQs and get back in. So he's been fishing really good. So I think he can do it, and I hope he does because he deserves to be there, and he's awesome. So that he'll fit right in with your crew of people on here for sure.
Oh yeah. He's a wiseacre, that's for sure. Pat, I'll see you soon. I'll holler at you. Maybe I'll come see you beginning of next month or when you get back from Gunnersville, actually. So
all right, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
There he is, right there.
See you, Pat.
Two-time
Thanks, buddy.
Bassmaster champion Pat Schlapper. Peace, bud. Thanks for everything. Congratulations to the whole
Thanks,
Schlapper
guys.
family. Once again, a marathon show. When we don't do shows for like weeks, I don't know what happens. But we got some more prizes to give away. Yes,
We're getting a little long in the wind.
Winded and long. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan, give me a drum roll. Just do drums. Do drums on something. Come on, you're a drummer. Do it. The winner of the KBD line and lure prize package is Jerry Robin. Yes, Jerry Robin. DM Rock and Shoal Fantasy, you'll win a pile of KBD line and lure. Thank you, Isaac, for your support of this show and for years. Isaac's the longest running advertiser we've had since the Bass Buzz days on the radio.
The buzz.
Yeah, since the old buzzer. And here, this is a big tin cup pack. And this deal right here is going to the one and only. I imagine he's the one and only.
Yeah.
Tim Maynard.
Tim Maynard.
Tim Maynard. You won koozies that can work as real covers and a tin cup box of goodness. So thank you, everyone that liked and shared this feed. And thanks for those that came on the air tonight with Pat Schlapper. And of course, thanks to Pat Schlapper. It's good to be back. We'll be back next week, I believe, with a Johnston card.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We have a Johnson party.
Double Johnsons.
Magnum Johnsons.
Dual Magnum Johnsons. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Hey, Josh Sokol, awesome to have you in the studio. Yeah, dude, you're welcome anytime. Ryan Popcorn Whitaker, you're a fresh of breath air. You know what I mean?
Are you Les Pixick?
Yes, I am. And this has been an Andrew Ellenberger Ginger Ninja production. I'm going to let you two boys thank the advertisers, and I'll see you next week, Bass Galaxy. I bid you peace, and peace I bid you. Josh Sokol and Ryan Whitaker.
All right, I'll hit the first half.
Close
Josh.
the show.
Thank you, OmniFishing.com. Thank you, Stims, for keeping us dry. Thank you, Bob's Jack Plate, for keeping us jacked up and jacked down and jacked all around. Impulse Lithium. You can go all day.
Powerful.
Take it, Josh.
Powerful. Keeping us locked down. Tin Cup for those. Well, thanks, Tin Cup, for Ryan's awesome koozie. I didn't get one, but that's okay. Thank you, Berkeley and Abu, for the best rods and reels and tackle on the market. And thank you, Mad Science Print Lab, of course, for the coolest hats, like this one right here.
Which wins?
Winning.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you, I can't remember, next week or the week after, but probably next week. See ya.